Who's our penthouse chick?
The news is not. Yeah, isn't she supposed to
got caught up in traffic.
What?
For 40 minutes?
Jesus Christ.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, because we like the broads. I'm gonna hit the can.
Yeah.
All this shit talk.
Whose can?
Yes.
It's my can and it's open for business.
Please, Jesus, have him pick me.
She just signed in, apparently. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, right after the break, we should be ready for it.
And we'll be ready for Penthouse Pet Jade Vixen. She'll be in here and talk about what? How it is to be in Penthouse.
How about her shits?
Her shits. Yeah, let's just ask her things like that we were just talking about.
Really great if she had bigger log pictures than any of us.
Yeah, oh, look at this one. Wow, that's a giant
fucking
shit.
Walnuts in it.
Such a petite hiney.
This is a 2 martini shit.
Two martinis.
This when I was dieting shit, it's just black water.
Oh, God. Nothing worse than pissing out your ass, man. It's just such a dumb, weird feeling. You feel like a chick sitting there, and it makes the same sound. You feel like a chick.
You know what I hate
like
about...
guy piss is at altitude, so it sounds like a stream of water. When chicks like leave the door open a little, and you hear that it's the, and then it goes. Well, they're doing a little squeezy
There's some sort of like a air ventage or something that goes on. It's like a jet blast.
Yeah, it's like jet propelled. They got some kind of fucking vortices.
It's like taking that in your mouth.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, a lot of pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of pressure right at the fucking exit point.
You clean your teeth out with it?
Yeah, like a water pick.
In my old apartment up at 520, I used to have this dom come over, Spanish, and she'd piss in my mouth, and literally she would just fill my mouth and make me swallow, and she would have like fucking 8 or 9 mouthfuls.
How did you...
Oh, Bobby. Bobby almost...
Dude, she was mouthful after mouthful.
Like a pool?
Okay.
It must have made that sound too, like... as it filled up, the tone went up, and then you had to just gulp it down.
But she couldn't see me, so she was so fucking sexy, and she'd piss in my mouth.
Sounds sexy.
Yeah, she sounds hot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Some fucking Mexican pissing in your mouth.
And I would go, okay.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's what I know. I said, that meant my mouth was full.
How did you go
on,
without choking on? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on.
Wait, let's do it real. No, mouth is full.
No, you can't say with. Oh, you're doing it out your nose. And then you would swallow her urine.
I actually just did the prove I went with piss in my mouth test. Passed with flying colors.
I did it after you. I did not
I was definitely having a little bit of an outer body moment there. I thought, what the fuck are we talking about?
Let's go to the bathroom.
I absolutely.
Oh, sure.
You can show me how you do it with real piss.
Please, what I intended to do.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Where's the girl?
I hear she's on her way up. And also, she said she wanted to make wee-wees in your mouth. But,
Can't do it.
Company policy.
Can't do it. I
got a girl.
Jimmy's just a caddy. He can't be having girls pissing in his mouth. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Opie and Anthony show. Being joined by Greg Giraldo. And, of course, Bobby Kelly. Robert Kelly. What do you like better, Bobby? Because I call you Bobby.
Kids watch me blurt out cock. What'd you say?
Faggot? What do you like? Are you a Bobby or a Robert?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah?
Robert's my website. If you Google Bob Kelly, some guy who carves wood in New Hampshire comes up.
Oh, I love that guy. He's funny.
He is pretty funny.
Oh, maybe that was yours.
Oh, wait.
Oh, hi. Look who's in studio.
Hello, madam.
Jade Vixen.
Madam?
How are you?
Madam.
I'm too young to be called madam.
Damn. Already off on the wrong foot there, James.
My apologies.
It's okay.
So, you were a little late. Where'd you get traffic? In the city?
Yeah. Driving across the city.
That'll happen. Obama's coming in the city, so they're setting up all kinds
coming
of
today?
blockades. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But it's not supposed to be till like 5, but they have some kind of pre-thing.
I got to go to JFK Airport. I'm probably going to traffic.
Oh, that's good. That's exactly where he's coming in and leaving from again, so you'll be screwed the whole time.
Really?
Yeah. Yay.
I got to leave soon then.
Air Force One coming in. They usually don't clear the runways for that, though. They just bring them in the pattern just like any other plane.
Oh, see, I think they would clear. My flight's at 1:50.
You're important enough for Air Force 116.
That didn't make sense. There's only one. But So, Jade, very lovely.
I'm glad you're just as disgusted with my version of Chip.
I don't mind your version of Chip.
Yeah.
You are in the March 2010 issue of Penthouse.
Yes.
Very lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Are you guys passing it around right now?
Yeah, yeah.
I've already looked at it.
Is that a little, you know, we've done this so many times with so many girls and stuff. Is that awkward for you as we're just perusing your nude pictures
No.
while you're in the room?
Not at all. I'm
really?
really comfortable naked.
Oh, that's good. Oh, right, thin strip.
Okay.
Oh, whoa! That was the easiest goddamn thing ever.
What a
I already
great...
took pictures with the WOW stickers. I was like, oh, look at my boobs.
Oh, man.
Were the pictures taken by a heavy-set gentleman with a goatee?
Yes, they were.
He doesn't work for the show.
I figured.
Oh, oopsie.
Yeah, jeez.
They're going right up.
Okay,
Yes.
I got a jacket off.
All right, that's, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I see some pink bra strap. That's very sexy. Coming out over this little.
You need some music? You want some music?
top.
Na na na.
Should probably stand up.
Wow. Holy
You're
shit.
actually playing a good
Yeah.
How
song.
long have you been doing film?
Crazy
I mean, doing...
bitch from
Doing what? Am I
strip club
distracted?
music from.
Yeah.
I'm focusing over here, Bob.
It really, I know, Bob's asking like legit questions. Like, dude, should I leave to get to the outer bridge?
That was you, dummy. Oh,
Where
that's
traffic
stupid.
be
That was
more-
it. That was him.
You know, 10-10 wins, I think.
Jim cares more about traffic than about me getting...
Yes.
No.
He already
Oh, my
said
God.
a rude remark when you walked in. So, wow, I can't even talk. Oh, wow.
She's wearing pink bra with very, very large, beautiful breasts, and
Yeah.
is on pink.
Getting stuck.
I'm going to have to download that Vault app right now.
Yeah. That's definitely, this is one for the vault. Yeah, you got very, where did that come from? Vicky's?
No.
Oh,
It's,
no.
Agent Provocateur.
Agent Provocateur.
Even better. Much more expensive, though.
It fits much better.
Does it?
I love that she's putting her shoes back
Puts
on.
her shoes
Oh, of
back
course.
on.
I have to wear heels. I love heels.
That's good.
How
yeah.
tall are you without them?
5'5".
What nationality are you?
I'm Chinese,
Chinese. Wow.
but I was
Oh.
born and raised in New York. I'm a native New Yorker.
Yeah.
She's a lovely girl.
Wow, look at that slender waist.
Wowie wee wee.
And that, yeah. With
What's your tattoo? She's a little tattoo.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a testament to youthful stupidity.
Oh, really?
Okay.
What is it?
All
Was it?
right.
It's a tribal.
No, it's not that bad, though. It's kind of on the upper left, above the vagina hip, yeah.
Above the vagina.
What are you doing, an autopsy?
Yes.
There's a tattoo on the upper vagina hip, but we'll now
get
crack
any
the
more
rib cage.
clinical about my body?
It was
Jim?
a testament to stupidity, Sam.
We gotta stop these girls from getting tattoos.
Hey, at least it's not a tramp stamp.
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah.
That's true.
Someone wanted to get a tramp stamp of just the word tramp stamp.
Yeah.
How stupid is that?
Do you do films, too?
I haven't done that much film work.
Was it all girl stuff that you did, or did you do hardcore?
No, I don't do hardcore. I do softcore.
Okay. Guy girl or girl?
No, girl.
Girl,
or
girl.
solo girl.
Oh, really?
Or
Masturbation
just you.
videos?
No, I haven't done any masturbation videos yet.
So
What
what's
is-
one girl? Like just you?
Me dressing up and being cute?
Oh, okay. No diddling though?
No, I don't really diddle.
No?
No?
No diddling on cam?
No, I get off more on like dressing up and getting dressed into a very elaborate outfits.
Really?
and
That's kind of
laundry sets.
backwards to what a lot of guys enjoy, which
Yeah.
is watching
but
girls
then
get
you
undressed.
can do things like this
Oh, yeah.
She's a very lovely vagina,
with
by
your
the way.
clothes on.
Yeah, she just pulled aside.
Bob is leaving.
Bob's just walking out now to
What did I do?
gonna
That
go
was a
crank
bizarre
out a
movie.
fat-
I'm not into anything crazy or wild. I like to more dress up in fancy outfits and then just whips out
Yeah.
a whole bit.
Well, that's the whole point. You can get dressed and then expose yourself while
Wow.
keeping the outfit on.
Yeah, I like that, too, actually.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, a naked girl is hot, but, you know, when it's just
Matter,
a
Bobby?
peek and it's kind of like surreptitious, like I'm sneaking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a lot hotter. It's
I love the
sexier
up
that
the
way.
skirt stuff. It's really, really
There you
sexy.
go. See? It's totally voyeuristic.
She had a very, very pretty vagina.
Yeah.
I like her hips.
She had a pretty vagina, Sam.
Yeah, you're very hourglassy.
Yeah, she got great hips.
Yeah. Let's just gawk over
Yeah,
her.
good. Nice.
That's what we're doing. We're just gawking over you.
Wait, you were
Yeah.
approached to begin training as a professional dom when you were 18. Now, boot worship and psychological and tickle torture and corporal. So you didn't do any type of sensual domination?
No, I really wasn't. I'm not into getting other people off, and that's why I probably was not a very good dominatrix, because I don't really care about pleasing others. I'm all about making myself happy and self-gratification.
That's kind of a good dom, though. That's
Like
kind
our
of like a
intern.
pure dom. You know?
Just like Sean, our intern, greedy and selfish sexually. You like maybe laying back and letting somebody else take care of your business, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about me.
Were you allowing
Yeah.
foot worship and stuff like that?
No, I don't like bodily. I don't like other people drooling on me. It's kind of gross.
Wow.
You were just hurting.
You're in Penthouse?
Yeah.
I mean, because you seem to have a little bit of a few, I don't want to use the word hang-ups, but, usually sexuality involves a lot of bodily fluids and touching.
I don't want some strange male licking my feet that I don't know. I don't know where his mouth has been. That's pretty gross. It could have been on your cock earlier today, for all I know,
Probably was.
And it will be later again.
Try not to be insulted by the fact that she thought that somebody who's been anywhere near your cock could be anywhere near her feet.
Yes, I know.
It was like a huge downgrade.
Oh, believe me, I took that.
I didn't even catch it. That's just your point.
I don't want my feet being touched by something that might have touched your cock.
Now, in your personal love life, where you know the gentleman, I guess you'd be more up for exchange of fluids and
Yes, after he's gotten an STD test.
and more taking.
Which ones won't you accept? Which diseases are no good?
Anything incurable. Anything viral and incurable.
Yeah, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the
What are you
line?
trying to tell me, Jim?
Fair question.
Oh, damn, Jimmy. Yeah. So STD test, and then it would be okay. But you're into like rolling around and
more.
yeah, I know. I'm trying. I'm a little.
Stop using euphemisms.
You're kind of naked.
Just spit it out.
Ant wants to know: do you like once he gets an STD test and he is clean? Do you like to fuck raw? It's not a bad question, right?
No, it's not a bad question.
Without condoms.
I can't take the pill, so I never do that.
Oh, boo.
Oh, how about
Why
that?
can't you?
Makes me really sick and bitchy, and I lose all interest in sex.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Turn into a wife.
That was rotten.
I know.
Tisk,
What can I
tisk,
say?
tisk.
But it's true. But yeah, no. What I meant was you like pleasing somebody that you care about.
Oh, yes.
All right, because I was confused when you were talking about the Dom thing. I just thought you were talking about men in general, and that you just like to lay back and be taken care of.
No.
All right, okay. So you're willing to, give a little.
Yes.
And get a little.
In my personal life.
Yeah, in your personal life. You got a beau. You got yourself a boyfriend.
Oh, yes, I do.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And what does he do?
He likes to dress up in outfits
In women's
like I do.
clothing?
No, not in women's clothing.
I like to dress in women's
No,
clothing.
not at all.
Bella? No.
What's he dress up as?
Well, we actually attend a lot of fetish events together, and we usually wear matching outfits to all of them.
He's a Renaissance fop.
Actually, no. I tend to go.
ribbon.
No, I tend to go for military outfits and latex.
Oh, yeah?
And so we wear matching military outfits, officer outfits with caps to all the
Something
events.
perhaps from the 30s, maybe early 40s European theater?
No, not necessarily.
Damn it.
So does he wear latex too?
Yes, he does. He's a rubberist like me.
A rubberist.
Yes.
Oh. That doesn't sound very nutritious. Oh, I thought we were talking about vegetarianism again. Jimmy's giving me that look.
I'm the
Like I should-
anti-vegetarian.
like I should do this.
I'm totally anti.
See, because before we were...
So I don't think rubber is very isn't it hard to get on?
No, you put on lots of lube and you slide it on. It slips right on like a second skin, and it feels great against the skin.
You get really sweaty underneath it, right?
No.
No?
No, you put on lots of lube, and it's really
You
quite
got to put
comfortable.
lube on.
Yeah, you have to use lube on it, and then you slide it on, and because it's so thin, I feel like you actually lose body heat through it when you have it on for long periods
Really?
of time. Yeah. Initially, you might sweat, but then it just stops.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like it would be porous enough to let the sweat out or anything.
But it's not like wearing like a wetsuit or a dry suit where it's insulated. It's completely
okay.
non-insulated, so it's actually quite chilly to wear it on a cold night.
And then what's the turn on with rubber?
The smell, the taste, the feel, the way it looks, shiny. It's
And the fact that you can't get anything on you.
yeah.
Can you see genitals through it?
Yeah.
Well, yes. Actually, the most popular sets on my member site, JadeVixen.com, involve me unzipping the crotch of my catsuit. So I'm completely covered in latex, but I'm showing off my crotch or pulling my boobs out.
Zipper in the appropriate place.
How do you go to the
That's
bathroom
nice.
in it, though? I mean, the zipper, I guess. For a guy, they have one in the zipper,
Well,
too?
I just unzip and I stand up and pee.
But does a guy's suit have that, too? Or do you
yeah.
take the whole... All right.
Well, and you could even pick where you want the zippers to go.
That would kind of
Somebody
be
with
fun. to
colitis
just-
has it in the back.
I'm guessing more or less where he wants the
Colostomy
zipper to go.
bag.
That would kind of be fun to get into latex suit without a zipper, though, and just pee in it.
Yeah.
Just make it fill up like a water
Then you
balloon.
can marinate in your own piss.
Yeah, that would kind of be warm and fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
if you're
first
gonna-
5 minutes.
Yeah. Then you just poke pinholes in it and walk around its
But
crowded
then you're sitting in
subway.
cold, wet pee. No, it doesn't sound like
No,
fun
you
at
put a little
all.
hole in the bottom of the foot so it just leaks out into your shoes. That's kind of hot. Yeah, what kind of shoes do you wear with the rubber stuff?
Very, very spiky, tall, high heels.
Okay. How about the guy? Because I have very, very bad. I need orthotics for my shoes.
No, I don't
you
like. I
sexy
don't
it
like
up,
men
Jim?
in high heels. No. He wears men's like a boot, like a riding boot or a military style boot.
Okay. I would wear latex with my gut and my. I'm not in great shape from
Get
the
a
waist up.
girdle.
No, I can't do that.
Latex is very telling, I would assume.
course
Yeah,
it is.
Yes, it is.
You're pretty much seeing everything there.
Yeah.
I would look
Yeah.
really lumpy in latex.
Would ya?
I would look like a snake that's eaten.
So, so you would wear the rubber up to where? The neck? I guess like a collar type thing, and then an officer's hat?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of
if
getting
I'm
that
at home,
look.
though, I'll put on a cat suit. I'll put gloves on, and my cat suits usually have feet, so I'm really encased. And then I'll put on a hood. So
And what's the cat suit made of?
Rubber.
A rubber cat suit.
Yes, rubber. Always rubber.
Always
When you put on a
rubber. You are
hood, what's
so
a
into
hood?
rubber.
It covers the face.
What is this? Like a hole the
No, well,
nose?
I
the
like
mouth?
the ones that I wear and that I like to wear cover the face, but have the eyes open and have the lips open.
Oh,
And
really?
your lips bulge out like puff
Yes,
up.
they do.
Oh God.
Wow, that's like the GIMP
It's the
shit.
hot.
That's kind of like the GIMP.
I gotta
Yeah.
go
Pulp
again.
Fiction stuff.
I have to leave.
The rubbers, I
You
never.
gotta go?
I would like that because there's something perverted about that. I like outlined genitals.
I like the mask.
I loved the silence after that, and I was hoping it would continue.
I wasn't even kidding.
No, I know. It really just needed that punctuation of nothingness, just to sit there and go, I like puffed out genitals.
One of my
Outlined.
favorite porns
Outlined.
was Belladonna. She had the hood thing on with just your fat
With
lips.
the
sticking out.
fashionistas.
Yes.
Oh, that was hot.
It's a great film.
Yeah.
That was so hot.
Good one.
That's a great
Belladonna.
one.
You haven't seen that?
No.
Boy, does Rocco do some
I know, I
fucking
didn't
in that
see
one.
that one.
Yeah,
Good
it's a
one.
good one.
That's a
Real good one.
travesty. You need to go get that.
That's a good porno movie.
Yeah.
They did a musical to it in Vegas.
Yeah.
Did they
Stallionis.
really?
Yeah.
If it was like mainstream version, you would equate it to like popular as The Godfather.
It actually won a real Oscar, a legitimate Oscar. I'm kidding.
No, it did win.
Thanks God you told me you're kidding.
It did win a lot
Thanks
of.
God.
Thanks,
Thanks,
God.
God.
You told me
Thanks,
you
God.
kidding.
Thanks God you told me you kidding,
She was
dude.
rubbing off on
What
you.
the hell happened? I think half my tongue fell off.
This is this gorgeous girl's naked. We're all
Yeah.
flubber
Oh, she's
flubbing.
showing.
Whoa.
Wow.
Fashionista. She's
Yeah.
nice
Oh
dark
my
nipples.
God, she's gorgeous. Look at her hips,
Yeah.
so it's killing me. That's like old school hips.
That's why.
Old
What do you mean,
school
old
hips?
School hips.
What's that
what do you
mean,
mean,
Bob? What is that?
You
Wait,
got
like
good
birthing hips? They're looking
childbearing
old.
hips.
Like what?
Just an old,
She's
just an
got
old
beautiful hips. I like her
prairie
hips.
mom and wrapped in rubber.
Prairie mom thing.
Wrapped in rubber. Yes.
with a mask over, just her mouth whipping
Fucking
out,
Ma Ingalls.
like on the Waltons.
just swollen lips pulsing out of her.
What type
She's riding into town on a buckboard looking for a bolt of gingham and a bag of rock candy.
Jeez,
What are you
is
looking
this,
at,
Danny?
Danny? Was it
Danny's
surgery?
What is
punched up
Danny
some
looking
type of a
It's
pornography.
Fashionistas.
I don't like
or
the
two.
one-
I think it might be the
I
sequel.
don't know the original. Come on,
the
the
ass
original.
speculum
Belladonna,
is a little
Belladonna.
much.
Go for
Do
Bella.
Belladonna with the mask on for fashionistas. Unbelievable.
I got the trailer.
It looks like they're lapping valves in an engine.
Can you move that, Danny? Can you move that mic thing? It's blocking the asshole.
You're friends with Belladonna, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like an exhaust tip up her ass.
Belladonna.
Whoa, what is this?
Wow.
Wow. That girl's in rubber?
Yeah, this is like
guess,
a real
yeah.
production.
Yeah, this is really.
Because he's a dancer. Stalliono's a dancer, so he wanted it to be like a real,
Oh, really?
the musical was all about
Boy,
dancing.
you know a lot, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You really do.
Look at that. Look at that mask.
Jimmy's an expert on schmut. Oh, that was a butt plug with a tail on it. How funny is that?
Damn. There was some good fucking in this, though. These outfits, these
Yeah.
rubber outfits were hot. You're right, little fat pussies were sticking out.
Yeah.
And Rocco puts it to two women. He's got his foot in one girl's face.
Dude. Oh, the other Rocco.
Yeah. That's great.
That's nice. How'd you get into the wonderful world of posing nude?
Posing nude? Well,
Yeah.
I started modeling.
Oh, what's with that mic? Oh, you gotta get the mic closer. I'm sorry.
Why?
You switch mics to the one that doesn't work. Okay, cool.
So can you hear me, or have I totally vanished?
I'm fucking with you, Rock.
Well, I started getting dressed up and going out clubbing in New York in the 90s when I was in high school and a club kid and being horrible.
Ooh.
Where'd you live?
I grew up in New York,
Where in New York? Like one of the boroughs or Manhattan?
in Queens.
Okay.
And, but yeah, I spent my misspent youth, going out clubbing and dressing up in outfits and being a club kid. And then later I don't know, I've always liked getting naked.
Really?
Yes.
She's got such
For
a cool,
just-
fun personality.
I know. So you just liked getting naked for people?
I'm an
No, for
exhibitionist.
farm animals.
For farm animals, exactly. I only strip for cats and
That
dogs.
really did come out like a dumbass question.
That was a good question.
I meant for just general population. You would go out to clubs and just take your clothes off?
No,
or?
I would wear skin-tight outfits, actually.
Okay.
With lots revealing, but always on.
You must have been getting hit on a lot at the clubs, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. So then how'd you go from that to, Penthouse?
Actually, it was really weird. I really didn't model nude for a good number of years. I was in school full time, and then I decided, you know what? Like, it's now or never. Before I get old and saggy, I might as well take some great pictures so I can, just have them 30 years from now. I can look back and say, you know what? That was me.
Exactly. Before they
This
get
was Grandma.
18. No, I don't like children.
Good girl.
Yeah. Don't want to ravage
That's
that.
why she makes you wear a bag. What a trooper.
Yeah, I know.
No, get a vasectomy.
Really?
Oh, damn. Vasectomy, then it's cool.
Get snipped.
Go in raw.
Do you like peeing
Nice.
on people?
Yes, I do.
You really do?
I like peeing standing up. I can write my name in the snow.
Really?
I like peeing, yeah.
Do you like? But if you're pissing in somebody's mouth, though, you don't want to stand over them. That's too. Because you hold your eyes and stuff.
I have really good aim. Want to find out?
I can't. If I wasn't in a relationship, I would. But believe me, I'd take a whole gallon of it. But I gotta.
It's good to see you taking a moral stand.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yes, I don't think my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. No, I got a girlfriend who would be very angry if I drank piss.
If she pisses in your mouth when she's dehydrated, does that make you dehydrated?
It's like one of those philosophical questions.
Yeah, but it's completely inappropriate for this.
I like it. I like when a girl squats over my mouth. I don't like when she stands.
Do you like it when she sits on your face and pisses down your throat?
I like that a lot. Yeah, but one mouthful at a time. Not.
Oh no, you have to have very good bladder control to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swallow.
Drop. Yeah.
Do you like looking at it coming out?
The way it is this. I like it where she's out with my face, and your mouth is open, and it's like a very soft lock on the outside of the lips. Very soft mouth. It's like a very soft connection.
Yeah.
It's not like the space station docking.
like a shitty science fiction film where it kind of.
What did you just say?
Stop, Travis. Can we please hear what Bob just said? A shitty sci-fi and Hold on. Bob Voss said something.
I'm so tired, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know how you do this every day. My eyes are hurting. I can't
Your
fucking
eyes
talk.
are hurting?
Yeah, I'm so tired. Oh my God, she's naked. And, oh my God.
Can we hear what Bob just said?
Yeah, you got that?
Sorry.
Yeah?
Wow.
Travis is hard at work.
Yeah, he'll get it.
Great.
She's ready.
Look at her fucking
Beautiful
nipples.
dark nipples.
Oh, wow. Now the bra's off.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Beautiful.
God.
All right, I got it if you want.
Okay, yeah.
All right, let's hear. Hold on.
It's like a very soft connection.
Yeah.
It's not like the space station docking.
like
Yeah,
a shitty science fiction film where it kind of.
Bobby.
Oh my God!
A shitty Einstein. I thought you said Einstein in
Yeah,
there.
shitty Stein.
My brain halfway through it said, "Just stop."
I'm tired. My eyes hurt.
I'll just shut up.
I do like it. It's very sexy, but again, I like to.
Do you engage in that with your girlfriend?
I have, yeah, sure. Every girl I've dated, I've had to do that.
Wow.
I get
Every
everybody.
girl? Wow, really?
Almost, yeah, most of them do it.
Oh, that's something.
Most of them will do it on some level. Like, here's how you start them off by going, all right, look, when you pee, just don't wipe. Just don't wipe. Let me lick it. So they would piss, and then they would just come in the bedroom and sit on my face, and I would just clean it.
There's some reason for
This is easing women into golden showers.
Yeah, that's the
101.
easy way.
Keep going. Come on.
It is, yeah. Because it's just,
And where does it go to?
You don't want to freak them out. You don't want to freak them out by going too direct. So you just tell them, "Let me just lick the piss off you when you're done."
Yeah, you don't say it like that. You're like, let me
just
clean you.
ease
Let
into
me
it a little
smell
bit.
it.
Yeah,
Let me clean you.
I want to taste you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do? Just never buy toilet paper? And she's like, "Jim," and you go, "I got it."
I would say just don't wipe.
I'm on it.
I would say don't wipe.
Yeah, let me take care of it. I
No
got it.
toilet paper.
They called him Old Charmin Tongue Norton.
Yeah, Mr. Ripple.
Whipple.
Sorry. Sorry.
Mr. Ripple, that's Anthony. Mr. Ripley. Because he drinks.
Jesus. I need a nap.
You need a nap? Come on.
Mr. Whipple. Yeah, take the pants
God,
off.
that is funny.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
What do I get for it?
What do you, I love
Whatever
her
you
laugh.
want.
Her little fucking kooky laugh makes me.
That's
makes me
racist.
smile. Not. I
That was so wrong. Bobby is fucking just. Goddamn Jimmy.
Bobby, do I have you tongue-tied today?
Yes, baby, you do, man. You do. You do.
With the birthing hips, right?
Are you from a traditional Asian family? Because this seems to be a line of this seems to be a line of work that wouldn't really go well with your
yes,
traditional.
I am. But at this point, it's like I was born and raised in New York. You know.
Yeah. No, I understand that, but sometimes the parents can be a little like.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? It's my life, you know.
Hey, good for you.
I live
Take
my
those
life for
clothes
me,
off.
not for anybody else.
Good.
Are they supportive or no?
To some degree, yes.
Have they seen this stuff, or they just don't want to know? They don't want to know.
Actually, they've seen a lot of my recent stuff.
Are they selling like hack versions of it?
No, they're not into it. I can say that.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, you mean bootlegs?
Yeah, bootlegs of her stuff.
Because of China, you mean?
You're crazy.
Wait, explain it.
I have no idea.
Explain it, Bobby. What?
I don't know.
Bobby, what did that
Bobby's
mean?
just totally bamboozled today. I mean, it's like
What did
he's
it
not
mean,
paying
Bobby?
attention to
I'm
anything.
trying to pay attention. I can't. Wow.
Okay, I'll put the breasts away.
No, don't put them away.
You have very nice vagina, too.
I didn't. I had to walk out. I looked at it once, and I.
Can I
it was
look for a second?
Pretty.
Just a
I
quick
had
peek.
I don't know. Are you gonna hold a cup for me to pee in?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
I'll hold a cup you pee in, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
I can do that on air.
Every couple has their boundaries.
I have a latte. You can piss in.
Will you drink it?
No, I
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
Wow.
Would you be...
She's a trooper.
Oh, she's great. Would you ever piss in a cup and then hold it to somebody's mouth and make them drink it? That would be hot.
Yeah. It's non-consensual. I guess it could be hot, but I'd really would rather someone say, "Oh, please."
No, they want to drink it, but you're just you're not that you're force feeding them, but you're kind of just
they.
They meaning Jimmy Norton.
Yeah, they.
They-
Right, what are
I
you,
think
fucking
putting it in a
FBI?
cup.
I have this
I think
friend.
putting it in a cup.
What are you,
That really likes urine in his mouth.
I think putting it in a cup, you lose a lot of the temperature. But it's like the best thing about like piss is that it's the same temperature as your body, so it's really warm and wet. If you put it in a cup, you've lost a couple of degrees to the air.
yeah, but there's something about the
Drinking
cup.
piss out of cups.
Scientific facts.
One girl I dated, I would have her piss in a cup in the car, and then I would make her tip her
Could always
hand and make
nuke
me
it.
drink it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was so naughty.
Oh, your poor car. The upholstery in your car must have smelled, honey.
No, she had good aim, and she would squat outside the door a little bit and fucking whiz into a cup, and then fucking I would make her tip it to my mouth like naughty boy sip.
I'm glad you moved on to Pinkberry.
Gee, wow.
You have done some fucked up shit that, like, just isn't, I'm not going to say normal, but it's not normal. But, like, there's got to be a reason for it.
Not even the fucking planet of normal.
This isn't just, like...
It's just pee.
Well,
you know?
I
It's
love
not-
that I love that you're on the air hours a day for years, and there's still new shit that comes up all the time.
Yeah, like, I didn't know the cup thing.
Really?
Like, you're sipping tea.
Yeah.
Like a gentleman, like a
queen.
proper gent.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy finger sandwiches? A nice fine cucumber sandwich?
Finger sandwiches up his ass as he drinks fucking tea out of a nice cup.
Yes, she would,
wonderfully revolved.
she would put a pig in a blanket by her penis.
Wow. Are we just fucking off everything we're trying to say?
I know.
We're flustered.
I'm putting clothes on then. You guys can't keep it together.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't mean
okay.
to say
If you
that.
took your panties off, we'd be fine.
A cocktail frank by your penis. I mean,
Yeah.
She's
Oh, yeah.
Such a nice body.
that is.
She has plump little vaginal lips too. Little pussy lips sticking out. Oh, she's juicy.
What
man.
about the Heine?
She's got a
Nice.
great honey.
Yeah,
Look
look
at
at
that
that.
butt.
Boy, I wouldn't mind.
Pull down the little. If you could pull down the G-string there a little. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Get that the lower back kind of a thing.
Half butt.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah, and you can see the lips from the back. It's fucking hot.
Like that.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Wowie.
Wow.
Look at the hair, too. Hairs. Can you tickle your ass with your hair?
She has long. Yeah.
Who would want to
Long
see
hair.
that?
Me?
Really?
Yeah, I'm like weird.
look
You
at
got a
her
chick
hair.
squatting
But
out
how
of a
about
car
those
in the
nails?
wintertime, pissing in a cup to give you
Oh,
tea.
I know, but
damn.
you're like fucking Lenny from Mice and Men.
That is. That's pretty good.
She
I
has
like that.
nice fat lips, man. Oh, that's juicy. I like that. It's my favorite thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that is. Wow. You are naked.
Yeah, she's nice. They're like dark.
That's
like
good. Yeah.
brownish
yeah.
lips.
Who's gonna catch them?
I will.
Oh, Jimmy will catch him in his mouth. Yeah.
Her laugh is hilarious.
Great minds think alike. I tell you that.
Yeah.
I like when you lean there. She's a nice.
Yeah, she
pussy.
can do something with her leg. She does that. It makes it look kind of.
And the vagina kind of
sweet.
tilts. It looks like the vagina's thinking, like, all right. It's like a chin scratcher. What is she saying?
I thought only men thought with the small head,
No.
She's
got a beautiful.
Wow.
Now we're just gawking over a nude one.
We're basically.
This is just now gawking.
We're just staring at a vagina.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, at least I have pretty girl parts,
Yeah.
It's very nice. There's nothing worse than an ugly pussy.
Yeah.
Or a small one. Yuck.
What, you don't like a little small one?
Fucking, I'll actually
You
boo
don't
a girl
like
out of my
your
room.
girls' petite?
Yo, boo.
This is prior to the girlfriend, I hope.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm actually a pretty good boyfriend.
I think you are.
You know,
Yeah.
Got a great butt.
that's what I tell myself.
What?
Like, this is cum that I'd be forcing on her hair if it wasn't somebody else.
Oh my gosh.
What do you consider like a small vagina, though, Jim? Is it stuff like you want? You need.
It's different than what you
puffiness?
consider a small vagina.
Can you show us a picture
Yeah,
of
I
this,
don't know what
Jim?
a vagina is. He pops it a vagina. You said a small vagina.
You're an ass.
Yeah, it's like Ricky Gervais, but a vagina. I have to go.
Where you going?
Oh, what do you got to
go.
do?
Yeah,
oh,
we're
you
going.
got a plane to
I have a
catch.
flight to catch.
Oh, you're leaving?
Oh, Jimmy
they're
Norton is going to be on.
I'll be on the Tonight Show tomorrow night. I'm doing a segment, so I have to go out today.
Yeah.
But I'll be on with Trump and the Jonas Brothers.
They're pissing in your mouth.
Yeah.
Hopefully all three. And my Regatta tickets are on sale for July 2nd, 3rd. And I'll be at Caroline's June 3 through 6. So I'll see you guys.
All right,
Have fun tomorrow. I'm sorry I can't be here.
I know.
This was a very last minute booking. I found out yesterday.
It's good. I wish you were going to be here for Cherry Darts.
Yeah,
We're
me
not
too.
going to have our own Jimmy Norton. We will have Florentine and Colin Quinn.
Well, you know.
Will be in. Well, yeah.
I'm apparently make a Sunday.
Shut up.
Everyone does a Colin.
Jay Moore, have you heard Jay Moore do Colin?
Yeah, Jay's Colin.
Jay's Colin is
on, yeah.
funny. He's fucking hilarious.
He's
He's
got
funnier
the-
than Colin.
It's got the material and everything. It's really good.
Pride,
Wow.
huh?
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it.
We're
What are we
ending
gonna
it?
do? What are we going to
Well,
do?
you should
Break
talk-
off backs?
Well, you need
What are we
Jimmy
gonna do, break
here
off
when
backs?
this shit. You need Jimmy here because he's
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He
No,
knows.
you guys are here. Everybody else
Yeah,
is.
you guys can
Tomorrow,
have-
Jimmy's not going to
Now
be
it's
here.
going to be uncomfortable. I'm just going to be staring at her. I have nothing
I
to
know.
say.
Well,
I'm
that's-
Let's ask her
tired.
some questions. She's got a personality. She's
What
got a
else
cool
were we doing when
personality.
Jimmy was sitting there just staring at her?
All right. See you, Greg. Good
Bye.
seeing you. I'll
Jimmy,
see you.
nice
I'll see
seeing you,
Monday.
buddy.
Jimmy,
All right, bye,
take a
guys.
tizzy.
Bye, Jimmy.
Bye.
I'll
See
see you
you,
later.
Jimmy.
Safe
Hope you have a safe
flight.
flight.
Thank you. Me too.
No, you just say safe flight, not hope you have a safe flight.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah,
good luck with that.
I hate to
Fingers
not have a
crossed.
safe flight, then we'll see what happens.
All right, Chip, you don't have such a safe flight.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Later. Bye.
See you later,
See
Chip.
ya, Jimmy.
Bye, Jimmy.
Off to
Hope you drink lots of pee.
catch him. Yeah, it's a little order on the plane. Could you piss in this for me, please? Thank you. Can I drink this before takeoff?
I could never drink piss.
I don't know what he went through. That he's told stories of his youth and stuff, and always liking like the smell of.
Yeah.
He's talking about girls in school, like he
says it smells
the
like
first time
popcorn.
the first like encounter you have with a girl is usually some innocent little "you show me yours, I'll show you mine" thing. His was take a piss and sit on his face.
Yeah. He makes it sound like it was all very innocent, but I don't know. I don't buy it.
There's something going on.
Yeah. And it was pre-drugs or anything. Like all that piss and
Oh,
stuff. Like you
yeah,
start
yeah.
with a little ecstasy, weird shit happens, you kind of ease into it that way. But he's full-blown, like,
No,
into
this
it.
was when fucking his chocolate milk phase as
Yeah.
a kid. It's yoo-hoo. This is nothing. I don't
Is
know where
there
it comes
always
from.
a fucked up dysfunctional thing in a childhood that leads to any kind of extreme, or not even extreme, but fetish behavior, don't you think, or not
I
really?
don't think so.
Really fetish behavior?
I
Something
think,
like that?
I think any behavior you're engaging as an
Yeah, block the
adult.
naked
Or how about
girl,
even
Bobby.
hypersexual?
That's good, thanks. I'd rather look at your back.
I'm trying to get out of your way.
Yeah,
you cunt.
thank you. Well,
I'm trying. That's
Thanks,
what I was
sir.
trying to do. I just couldn't.
I mean, I think environment has something to do with your personality and what you're interested in
oh,
or
Mike.
not interested in.
Need
as
that
an
mic
adult.
up there. Yeah.
Or
There you go.
I think your environment has something to do with it, but I think life experiences are another, though.
Yeah, but like as you're growing up, something's got to happen that makes you go, I love feet. I just love feet. All I want to do is jerk off on feet. And
Yeah,
something's got to happen.
I cannot
Wow, you're catching on. Hey, look at that.
I'm rubbing off on everybody.
I can't even look at my boobs and I'm stumbling.
Pumping gas into this room or something. Or something.
Something.
Yeah, I want to jerk off all over your feet thing. I would not get off on that.
That's a little odd, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like other kind of fetishes people have with like armpits and fucking just.
It's also expensive. It's expensive to have these. Like that, I knew a girl that answered an ad on Craigslist. Some guy wanted to jerk off on her feet. It was like $800. Like, you can't just jerk off on feet. If that's what you like, it costs money. You gotta be really into it.
You gotta be
I
committed.
really want it.
And don't you think that you could just stay home, jerk off, and realize how much you saved?
Jerk off on your own foot in a mirror?
Yeah.
No, because guys have hairy feet.
Yeah.
And no toenail polish, so come on.
Or just
speak for yourself.
Print some out from Google Images and then jerk off on them.
No, the guy probably likes foot jobs. That's what it is.
Yeah?
He probably likes foot jobs.
The foot job is the dumbest looking thing.
That is so repulsive.
That like arched foot. Looks like a monkey is jerking you off.
It really is kind of like, what can I get her to do?
Yeah. What can I get her to do moment right there. All right. I bet I could get her to jerk me off with her feet. Let me try. That's sick.
So, University of Pennsylvania, that's a good school.
I was there for graduate school. I was out of
You
nowhere.
went to the University of Pennsylvania?
For graduate school, yes.
For a PhD in engineering.
Yes.
And how do you apply that to your current...
I got really burnt out, actually, in school. And I just realized, you know what, life's too short to sit in an office cooped up and working 80 hours a week. And I want to have fun.
Damn.
So you did work in an office?
Oh, yeah.
So those, bum those guys out that you fucking left?
Yeah.
You seem genuinely, you seem super happy. You're like a happiest person. What a sweet, happy person. You're not medicated on anything? You don't take antidepressants?
No
issues? Laney. Of course not.
No, I'm not. I'm saying because I wish I could be that.
I'm just happy to be alive, to be honest with you. I mean, it's like if you're going to live a miserable life and hate everything around you, why are you here? You know?
Well, maybe because you have kids and you got to still support. Maybe because you're trying to fucking keep it together.
Oh, shit. Hang on, Greg.
This is always the time of the show when it falls apart.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
So engineering, so what, will you sit there looking all hot, drawing up cogs or something?
No.
Cogs. What's a cog?
Picture of sketching a cog.
No, I wasn't a mechanical engineer.
Sketching hogs?
What kind of hog, you dunce? So what kind of engineering?
I actually did like a science degree for undergraduate. I did chemistry and biochemistry as a double major, and then I did materials engineering for graduate school. But I did not pursue that path. I really didn't like it very much.
Obviously, you're sitting here naked. Just saying.
I think like the reason why I'm so happy is I'm doing exactly what I've always wanted to do. I'm like living the dream, and I'm really enjoying my life.
What's your boyfriend do?
What does my boyfriend do? Yeah. That's private.
Oh,
I didn't say where he does it, the exact address and his name. I mean, how is that fucking
like what line?
Yeah, why are you gonna be so hard hitting with this interview, Bobby?
Yeah, what are you doing? 60 minutes, you fuck.
What does my boyfriend do? He dresses up in rubber outfits with me.
Yeah. So he doesn't have a job?
No, he has a job.
Is he like super muscly dude? Like
no, he's not super muscly.
No,
I like men that are thin and lean.
Bobby is really like she won't answer my questions.
But it's not.
She won't answer my questions.
He's coming up with random questions that are not relevant to our conversation because he doesn't want to look at my boobs. Can you just look at me and ask your question?
Yeah, why are you
look at her, Bobby?
Bobby, just look at me and ask your question.
I did. I asked you a question, sweetie. I
know, but you're not following our.
So where does the money come from? Just from like online stuff? People go onto your website,
yes,
and they just pay like a monthly fee or something like that.
I have a monthly fee on my site, and that's where you get lots of photos. Yeah.
And then the rest of it's just lifestyle stuff you just do for fun.
No, I also do modeling jobs as well for Penthouse magazine and other publications, and also for photographers. I do a lot of portrait photography for portrait photographers and a lot of art nudes for gallery exhibitions, which are much more shadowy. My face doesn't show in most of those.
Yeah, that artsy black and white kind of curved.
Yeah,
a lot of bending. Yeah, a lot of bending.
Like positions like this.
Oh, I like that one. Hold it.
That's my favorite.
I mean, I do photography with my iPhone. Please
really?
hold.
iPhone photography?
my iPhone, yes. Then I put it in the vault. Use it later.
The vault.
I hate when the vault's open and I get a text. because it shuts the vault. Sucks. You're thumbing through the picture.
Oh, that's good.
And someone goes, yeah, it is kind of good, I guess.
Come on your iPhone screen and fuck up the home button.
It's sticky. It's a little sticky.
I don't ever want to touch your phone or borrow it for any reason.
Oh, it's okay. It's all clean. For now.
For now.
Yeah, exactly.
So far.
Well, that's fantastic. So where can people see you? What have you got to plug? Your
Well, you can check out my site
yes.
at www.jadevixen.com or check out my blog, www.jadevixenblog.com.
That's easy enough.
Yep.
And, of course, we got penthousemagazine.com.
Yes, we have Girls of Penthouse and Penthouse.
The girls of Penthouse.
Which is what you guys are passing around over there.
Yes. Wow. And, yeah, Bobby, you're going to be in Staten Island. Yeah, this is it. What do you think? I fucking work overtime?
No, that's why I love it. I
Get
love
me the fuck out of here.
I'm going to be in Staten Island. Uncle Vinny's.
I put in my time, I leave.
Uncle Vinny's this weekend.
Uncle Vinny's.
You can go to
what's that stupid website's name? I'm sorry, Uncle Vinny. Your website's really
499
long.
ha ha ha.
yeah, just go. It's Uncle Vinny's Staten Island near the. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Look at the size of that URL. Wow.
Oh, here we go. Right, Uncle, I'm going to be Saturday night. I only got 2 shows. That's it. Buy a fucking ticket, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, come on.
I'm sick of this guy calling me up going, we sold 2 tickets. I think he's lying to me. I was on the show 2 days in a row. I sold 2 tickets, really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Fucking ass. It's 877 Uncle Vin if you want to get tickets. And Greg is going to be actually at Comics Thursday through Saturday, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Right here in the Meatpacking District,
yeah.
14th Street.
Great. It's one of the great places to see a comedy show, though. That club is awesome. And Greg is one of the funniest guys on the planet. And
hysterical.
Tonight, 7:30, Friday and Saturday, 8 and 10:30. ComicsNY.com for tickets.
You're almost as good as Jimmy.
Look at you.
And, of course, Jimmy Norton. Tickets are on sale right now for his Borgata show on July 2nd and 3rd. I will be attending.
And tomorrow night?
And tomorrow night, what? He's going to be on Leno.
He's going to be on Leno, yeah.
And tomorrow is Cherry Darts on this very show.
Oof.
So I would tune in tomorrow. My God. We're going to be having guys throw cherries with a little bit of whipped cream on it at girls' assholes, right at their anus, and then measuring to see who gets the bullseye to win iPads bejeweled by Steven Singer Jewelers with black diamonds. Just fill out a WOW logo.
I actually want one.
How great is that? How great is that? I can't even believe I'm saying it.
It keeps getting better.
Oh, Greg, I can't even believe those words are coming out of my mouth.
You have the best life ever. You have guns.
Guns, women, booze.
A basement with fucking furnished basement.
I should have been born in, like, 1940. I think I was. Wait a minute. I feel that way anyway some mornings. Ouch. Lainey, thank you very much. The lovely Jade Vixen.
Thanks for having me,
bringing
guys.
her in.
Sweet.
And,
Really
of course, the staff, always wonderful. I forgot his name. Oh, Sam Roberts. Yeah.
I call him Sambalina.
Sambalina, Trav Dog over there, taking care of the business end of this. And my good pal, Danny Ross.
Danny Bonaducci.
On the board for the day. Yeah, tomorrow's Cherry Darts, so tune in. Guys, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Beautiful ladies and
See you
gentlemen.
later.
We will see you tomorrow. Opie, of course, out with child. With the young Hudson Hughes. Hudson Hughes. Any middle name on that one?
I don't know.
I don't know if there was a middle name, but Opie and his lovely wife out. Opie's taking a week sabbatical. I always liked that word. And he'll be back Monday. So no fears there. James Norton will be back Monday also. So it's Cherry Darts today with Jim Florentine and Colin Quinn. And Ryan Keeley.
She'll be coming in and playing Cherry Darts as well.
Playing Cherry Darts as well. Yes, she's from Penthouse. And apparently, wow, what a tragic past she had. I think something happened. She had a stalker that wound up killing her boyfriend.
No.
And
you're getting mixed up.
And that. Oh wait, that's right. That was the Penthouse guest we had yesterday that we didn't ask anything about that. Holy mother of Christ! What a faux pas that was. I know a certain Mr. Jimmy Norton was none too happy about the research that went on yesterday on our guest. What was her name?
Jade Vixen from Penthouse.
Jade Vixen, yes, the lovely Jade Vixen. We're sitting here asking her questions about her tits and her shaved pussy and all that stuff, which is fine.
So you like to wear rubber?
Yeah. So the rubber suit, does it come up to the neck?
You like to pee on people?
Yeah. So what's the technique? Explain it to Jimmy, the technique of pissing in a man's mouth. And then Jimmy was like, the name sounded familiar. So I Googled it. And one of the first things that came up was the fact that she had a boyfriend who was a bodybuilder. And she also had a stalker, which is never good. And the stalker killed the bodybuilder boyfriend, kidnapped Jade Vixen, and then shot himself in the head. Maybe something you'd want to touch on with the guest. Even though she's into rubber and pissing, and took all her clothes off and showed her shaved vagina. Kind of an important thing, I think. Would have been fun to maybe ask her about that. But who wound up taking the big hit on that? Because I got the call from Jimmy. Jimmy was very angry. I'm more from the school of thought of, all right, there was a fuck up. It's in the past. What are you going to do about it? And then I was trying to tell Jimmy she probably wouldn't have talked about it anyway. Like, it was probably, although the publicist usually comes up to you and says, hey, don't mention this, that, or the other thing when there's some sensitive issue. But no one said don't mention it to us. But we just didn't mention it out of we didn't know it. which Jimmy said was probably one of the most embarrassing moments he had been party to in radio. So I know he dropped some emails, made some phone calls. Who, in the end, took the big hit for not putting that on a prep sheet?
I did.
Steve Carlisi.
I got the phone call before the email went out.
Now, is that because, like in the Army, you know, if the fucking Louis is there, the lieutenant's there, and they're in combat, and something goes awry because some PFC fucks things up?
Yes.
You know,
it doesn't
the
matter.
Lieutenant's going to take the shit.
It doesn't matter who fucked up. It's my responsibility.
All right, I know one thing about responsibility, but who's the one that fucked up? Who's the one that usually?
I can't even place blame on one person. Nobody caught it. All right, I can't place blame. What I got yesterday was such an earful that was so scattergunned at everyone.
But obviously, I think also,
isn't there somebody that is in charge of backgrounds and
that's
one sheets
it? Yeah,
and research?
Who does it every time we have a guest? And we get a little one sheet on the guest.
It's usually Sam that does it. But
All
I'm not.
right.
But you know what? I didn't ask Sam to do a prep sheet on her. I did a quick plug sheet on her.
Shit.
So.
Oh, he dodged the bullet. He's like the guy that didn't get on the plane that crashed.
I'm not throwing him under the bus. I'm not. I said, look, you want to yell, and this is what I told Jimmy yesterday. You want to yell at me. I was so distracted by all the stuff that was going on today and prepping for all this stuff and getting people
cherry tarts,
buying cherries and plastic.
No, not necessarily. There's a lot of
whipped cream.
A lot of stuff that just had to get done, and I didn't even realize that was the same girl. When I saw the article, I saw it. I was like, oh my god, that was the same chick.
That's an oopsie.
It was a holy shit. I feel like shit for missing that.
Here's the phone call I got.
Anthony. How the fuck did they miss the fact that her boyfriend was fucking murdered? You know, these guys they got Anthony. They got to look at some shit. They got to look at more stuff. I'm beside me. I was fucking embarrassed.
Jimmy was very angry.
That was nicer than the one I got.
Oh, really?
That was nicer than the one I got.
It was very embarrassing.
No, he was mad at everybody. He said, "I'm not even."
And don't get me wrong. Reasonably so.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
I will. Let me also say this. I will sit here as one of the hosts of the program and not think it shouldn't have been one of our responsibility also to perhaps look at who the guests are that coming in, not take just all the responsibility and place it on the staff. If we have someone coming in, perhaps I have a computer right in front of me. I think I should pop up Google, put the name in, and see if anything pertinent is in recent news or, something that happened that might be interesting to bring up. So I, too, will accept some of the blame.
Nobody caught it. I had to give him a focal point, so I let it be me. And I said, look, get mad at me. I said, I'm the one who has to be the executive producer. I'm the one you want to yell.
That's how you executive produce.
No, it's not. It's not. Believe
No, it's not.
No, it's not. And I felt like shit about it. I'll be completely honest. I felt like shit. I got the call. He was fucking livid. He was livid at everybody. And I was like,
I know.
I said,
got the
look,
call.
yell at me. Yell at me. You want to get mad? Yell at me. And I sent him a personal apology. And,
Well, it's in the past. Thank you, Stephen.
You're welcome.
But you'll hear, I'm sure, from Jimmy about that on Monday. I don't think Jimmy's not a cool down over just a couple of days kind of guy. Once he sits down in here, he'll be
but if you'll
full of
notice,
piss and vinegar.
The 2-page prep sheet.
Yes.
On Ryan.
Anything we should know about? Any murders?
No, nothing
rapes,
that tragic. Nothing that
child
tragic.
Molestation.
Only that she's doing a sex opinion or an expert opinion on sex advice in the latest issue
thing.
of Penthouse magazine.
Oh boy, one of these.
Let's do that. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. I think eventually this show is just going to be franchised. I think it's just going to be called Opie and Anthony, but it's going to be completely different people. I think eventually the three main players just fade out. It'll be three guys, and we'll just insist they call themselves Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton.
Travis, Danny, and Mars.
Probably. I say that because today Anthony's out. So as long as you get 2 out of 3, I think it's a show.
You do know the Jade Vixen story? Were you here? And Opie wasn't here for Jade Vixen.
I read your emails in between, waking up and stuff. What happened? Like, she was in? And who is she, by the way? Penthouse?
She's in Penthouse. She's a very cool girl. And we had her in one of the days I was here. And I knew her name from somewhere. I knew the name Jade Vixen. I know that name. But I'm thinking, no, Anthony took out Taylor Vixen from Penthouse, so you're mixing up the Vixens. Like, okay, that's where I know it from. She's an Asian girl. I'm like, I fucking, and I had to leave for a flight. It was driving me nuts. As I'm going to the airport, I remember where I know her from. She was a dominatrix, I believe, at the Nutcracker. We were talking about domination stuff.
What's a Nutcracker?
Nutcracker Suite was like a dungeon here in New York.
Okay.
It's closed now. So she did Golden. I kind of wanted her to piss on me at one point. And
I love how you say that just casually.
Honestly, it's not even, I guess it is weird, but for me, I really did. I was like, for years, I was like, I'm going to go see Jade Vixen get a golden shower. I never did.
I think I'm jaded, too, because I hear you just say that. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, that's normal.
Well, I'm annoyed at myself because I knew her.
Right.
And she's sitting here talking, very cool. I'd leave. And then as I'm getting to the airport, I'm like, no, that's not her. And then, yep, it was her. She was a dom in New York, and she was seeing a guy, and one of her slaves, her, regular slaves, I guess was stalking her, shot and killed her boyfriend.
Who? Her boyfriend? Jade's boyfriend?
Yes. Kidnapped her, took her for a ride, was going to kill her. She talked her way out of the car, and she talked her way out of it, and then he shot himself when the police came. So it was a murder-suicide.
Wow. So what did she have to say about this? Jimmy's biting his own teeth.
Nothing.
That's pretty amazing. I've never seen anyone bite their own teeth.
What I would like is this. Can I have the prep sheet from that day? I know we have it. All right, yeah. Thank you.
I know people are going to say, but Ope, it's impossible to bite your own teeth. No, it's not. If you're looking at Jimmy right now, how do you bite your own teeth?
This is one. I sent off a very unpleasant email. This is one of the ones that really. But I was mad at myself too because I'm like, I knew the name, but I knew why I didn't pursue it in my own head any further because I knew the mistake I made was confusing her with Taylor Vixen. I was like, oh no, you just think of the chick Ant went out with,
right?
And I didn't connect a Penthouse girl to a dom. But it's annoying me that a name is nagging you. Like I fucking I know this person.
Now, that would have been some great radio to get into that.
Yeah, even if she wouldn't have talked about it. I found out after she wouldn't have because of pending litigation. But there was still a way to bring it up and bring it to the table.
Mm-hmm.
However, me and Ann just asked for some checks. Like, get some checks. I haven't had checks in a while. So Steve comes back and says, well, this is one of the people I got is Jade Vixen coming in promoting Penthouse. And fine. So we booked her and he got her in. And we had the prep sheet. And I'll read the prep sheet to the audience. Not that it's interesting to you at home, but just...
it's interesting knowing that, that should have been on the prep sheet.
Yeah, murder-suicide. You might want to put on the fucking prep sheet. Kidnapping, murder-suicide. You might want to...
Well, a murder-suicide is so every day.
Yeah, it's old hat at this point.
Really old hat. I mean, how many freaking guests are we going to have in to talk about their murder-suicide fucking thing?
I was on the phone. I called Ant from the plane because he had just come off the air. And, I was like, we had this girl in today. And I was...
Livid?
I was on the plane making a scene. I was so angry. I was afraid I was going to have an incident on the aircraft. But not with the people around me, but yelling into the phone.
How great would it be if they turned the plane around because you're losing your mind over the fact that we didn't have correct info on her?
On a girl who was going to pee on me. Cool. Thank you, young Sam.
But Sam, you usually do the one sheet. So are you to blame here? Because I know you do a fine one sheet.
No, I do not do the one sheets for the porno stars.
Why not?
Because another staffer has all the porno connections. He does it from the beginning. Every time a porno girl has come in, that's Steve C's gig.
Jade Vixen in studio at 9 a.m. This is not now.
Wait, this one sheet sucks.
No, this is pretty good.
I didn't do that one.
What?
I didn't do it, and it's my fault.
Who did this one?
I had an intern do it.
Oh, that's good. That's smart.
Okay, so an intern did our guest.
We have 20 people
research.
That work for the show behind the scenes. But
An intern did our
make
guest
sure the
research.
intern does the one sheet.
Well, hold on. There is some information on here. And there's one thing I did miss, which I'm a little annoyed at myself for. Like, she said she goes to fetish parties. I should have made that connection. But again, whatever, I'm babbling. Appeared in the March 2010 issue of Penthouse. That was the big headline. Is a lifestyle fetishist model from lingerie and nylons to latex cat suits and hood. That's bullet point 1 for discussion. Bullet point 2 for discussion. Was approached to begin, and the begin is in capital B, because I guess that's how you read begin. Was approached to begin training as a professional dominatrix at 18 and specialized in boot worship, psychological domination, tickle torture, and corporal punishment. Was originally enrolled at the University of Pennsylvania in pursuit of a PhD in engineering. All right, so that one, I guess you'd go, so what happened? You were in college and you were going to get a PhD in engineering. What happened? Yeah, I was in college for a little while. I wanted to get my PhD in engineering, but it didn't happen. All right, there's that. And then, of course, PenthouseMagazine.com and JadeVixen.com.
Well, there's a lot of space on this sheet to add the murder-suicide.
Murder-suicide.
Really, look at this. There's a lot of empty space here.
A lot of room for a murder-suicide.
They even used a big font just to take up room on the paper to promote PenthouseMagazine.com and JadeVixen.com. And even with the big font, there's still a lot of extra room on this.
A lot of room.
To add, oh, by the way, murder-suicide. You might want to ask her about it. Not sure if she's going to talk about it, but you might want to at least ask her.
Because at least you could put the information out there so the audience knows that the woman they're hearing has been through this. It was an amazing story. It was ended in 2008, and I remember it happening because I'm a perv, so I follow the domination scene. So what intern did the...
It was Charlie that day. It was Charlie, who's no longer with us.
Okay. Yeah, but Charlie should have never done this.
No, you're right.
We
You're
have
right.
way too many people working for the show behind the scenes. I mean, you got to get someone else to do this.
No, it was a complete fucking error on my part to ask an intern to do it.
It's the worst, honestly, dude, and I mean that. It's the worst miss I've seen in my professional life.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Murder-suicide?
Murder, you're forgetting. It's MSK. It's murder-suicide kidnapping.
Kidnap. Yeah.
A murder-suicide.
Kidnapping.
And was a BA major in engineering.
Pursuit of a PhD in engineering.
Yeah.
How tough was the class schedule.
So what, were you living on campus?
Yeah.
Well, no. I was going to live on campus, but I decided it was relative. Oh, interesting. How many miles were you driving to get to school, if you don't? Well, it was about 30 miles each way, which made me very tired.
Did you pledge a sorority? Did you have enough time to do that?
Well, no, I was a little bit busy with schoolwork. I was bogged down. Do you see what I mean? There's not a lot of fodder for conversation. Almost a PhD in engineering.
Almost means nothing. Yeah. Every single time. Almost means nothing.
That was a bad one.
Good news. We just got the George Wendt one sheet. It's called the one sheet in the biz. He's coming in to promote Drinking with George by George Wendt. Drinking with George, Jim Norton, is George Wendt's book about his love affair with beer. He chronicles... Who did the one sheet?
I did.
Huh?
I did.
It's cool. You spelled chronicles wrong.
Yeah, that's a weird spelling of
Chronicles.
chronicles.
C-R-O-N.
He chronicles.
It's a European spelling.
That's a European spelling?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yep.
Oh, okay. He chronicles everything he loves about it and all the ways beer has affected his life. The book is half autobiography and half a book about everything having to do with beer.
Yeah.
He said he can't pick a favorite beer. He started drinking it as a kid when he would get his grandpa beers and get a sip for going to get them. He not only tells personally stories.
It's a typo. It's a typo.
He not only tells personally stories, but also gets into bar etiquette and theory, as well as ways to drink
With George.
beer.
We just got the book. When did we get these?
He says that a fire extinguisher can be used to get a six-pack cold. You all right? I'm reading the one sheet, Jimmy. You okay?
When did we get these books in?
I was handed one for the one sheet yesterday morning when I got in.
So maybe they just arrived.
No, they can't. When would they come, Iraq?
I think like Friday afternoon or something like
And
that.
why would nobody tell us that we have the books of the author that we're supposed to interview?
Steve just handed them to me to bring into
Well,
the
can
studio.
Steve come here, please? Can somebody ask why we have an interview? I don't want to bitch. We have an interview to do. How about the fucking book of the guy we're interviewing? Holy shit!
Wow. And why is it a soft...
That might just be the way he released it. Probably smarter to do.
No, this is the paperback.
Is the hardcover already out?
I believe.
Okay, maybe.
This is paperback launch.
We're interviewing him on the paperback version
When did
of
these-
fucking Drinking with George?
That's correct.
Holy
I got him yesterday morning, Jim.
shit.
Okay. How come you didn't tell us?
When was
book
the
here?
actual book released?
I think I watched a Today Show interview with him pitching it from like a little less than a year ago, June 2009.
We actually had him booked when the book initially was released, and then we didn't do a show. And
So it was probably last summer.
Yeah.
So how come we didn't get these yesterday?
I handed one to Sam to do the one sheet, and then I held the other two to give you guys today because I thought you would. In the past, I'm not sure if you guys ever read these things.
Books?
No, not books in general. Do you usually read the books when I hand these things to you,
Steve,
Jim?
where have you been?
I'm serious.
It doesn't
Please.
matter.
But that's not.
It's very obvious that
I know
Jimmy
Jimmy's
brings the books home and peruses them, which is a fine word when you're talking about books.
Even if I don't,
He peruses them.
even if I don't read the book, the fact that I would have it and want to go through it.
Yeah, he'll go through it.
Sometimes I don't, but there are times I absolutely do.
Okay, then I will make sure that you get. As soon as I get a copy of the book, you'll get it. I was under the impression that you didn't want these things because you weren't looking at them.
We have to interview him.
I know you have to look at them. I know you have to interview them. That's why you got a one sheet.
Beer 101, beer styles. When I was a kid, it seemed like there was only two kinds of beers in America. Domestics and imports. The domestics were the yellow beers like Budweiser, Pabst Blue Ribbon, and
I'm not going to
Miller High
I'm not
Life.
going to. It's not his fault. We should have had these books in advance.
Imports are exotic beers from foreign countries like Heineken, the Moosehead. Real men drank domestics. Beer snobs drank imports. What was that?
I don't know, but the bottom line is
that was the bear growling.
if we got a fucking author to interview, George went. I should have at least had the book so we could look through them. There's nothing worse. I'm interviewed by a lot of different people on the road. There's nothing worse than when you walk into a room to do an interview and they give you some shitty Wikipedia fucking question.
100 ways to say that you're drunk.
Hey, look, he's getting praise from fucking Stephen Colbert and some other people. I'm not going to shit on him.
Jimmy, what's wrong?
Just irritated.
Yeah, man, but we got guys running the channel. We're in good shape. They know what's going on.
But it ain't George Wendt's fault. I mean, it's like this.
I'm not blaming
this whole
George
thing
Wendt.
is not his fault. He's the guy who wrote a book. The fact that Stone Temple Pilots is not here is because the band are cunts. Yeah. And the fact that we don't have fucking research done properly is because things are not being done behind the fucking scenes.
Did we lose you, Jimmy?
I'm just irritated. Fucking look, I don't love or hate George Wendt. It's not the point.
No,
the guy contributed. He did a fight. He's one of the biggest shows ever done. At least he did something.
We're just doing comedy. I have nothing against George Wendt.
I don't either.
And I'm sure the book did well. I'm just having fun with the whole situation.
I honestly don't love George Wendt.
I hope he realizes that I'm not, personally trashing him. I'm just having a little fun and making some radio today. That's all. Or at least trying.
I don't love George Wendt. It's not like I'm a huge fan. Like I respect the guy, whatever. The stuff that's happening is way beyond him coming in. It's just
but we got guys running the channel. They're on top of everything. Don't worry about it.
But I mean,
they're going to take care of everything. Or so they said a year and a half ago. I think we lost Jimmy.
I'm sure he's sorry. Ryan Keeley and Jade Vixen, and we had Jade in already. She was very cool, like her a lot, and they're promoting.
Porn Star Sex Life.
Yes, which is Ryan's all-day sex seminar. It's on Saturday, July 10th, which is a week from this Saturday. It's at the Velour Lounge. It's on 10th Avenue here in New York off 27th Street. So we'll tell you how to get tickets and all that stuff.
Well, tickets, pornstarsexlife.com. There you go. Start getting your tickets now.
Opie and Anthony show. With, of course, the lovely and talented James Norden. We have girls in here today.
Ryan Keeley and Jade Vixen.
Yes.
They were late. That's why we have them so...
Not late with their periods, right?
No.
Oh, good. Phew. I thought maybe one of the girls that are here, Ryan? She was the one that was here for cherry darts.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. She was the one. She was like the one ringer that we had, I guess.
Yeah.
And man, she was really hot.
Sexy ass on her and everything.
Really cute. She was the one that
legs from here to there, right there.
Yeah, she was very tall. She was the one that dumped all the cherry juice and shit into Bobo's ass crack.
And then started like spanking him, so whipped cream was flying everywhere.
Yeah, she was a great sport, man. She was
I missed a good one that day.
Yeah, that was a goddamn.
Here they come, Jade Vixen and Ryan Keeley.
Yeah, they are. How you doing?
Hi, Ryan. Hi, Jade.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Have you
Good
been?
morning.
Hi. Hey, want to sit down? Good to see you.
Yeah, take a seat. There you go. Hi, how you been?
Look at the high chair.
I've been fantastic. I'm about to turn 25 on Friday.
Wow. Friday.
What are you doing for your birthday?
We're having a party at La Palme on 26th, and it's a toga party, so if you guys want to come, that'd be great.
Oh.
I'll put you on the list.
Great pair of togas.
I'll be in Atlantic City.
You can't do the toga party, Jimmy?
I would love to.
You can't stop by our toga party on your way to AC?
Yeah,
no, I'm leaving
We're
tonight.
on the way back.
I'm coming back on
Every time
Monday.
I see you, you're like on your way somewhere.
I know.
It's very important.
Busy guy.
I have to make a living.
Is the party going to be like Caligula?
Yes,
We're gonna
exactly.
Have lard and fists.
Yes, I volunteer to have my hiney fisted with a lard soaked hand. Apologize, ladies.
So she did.
I'll wear gloves. It's okay.
No gloves
I get down
necessary.
like that.
Just a big diamond ring. Show me who's boss.
So you did cherry darts?
I did do cherry darts. You made me look at the Eye of Sauron, a.k.a. Bobo's frightening asshole.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I'm still scarred. I'm like, no.
She looked into the face of Satan that day and actually lived to tell about it. Yeah, she was throwing darts at Bobo's asshole.
Yes.
Which is his entire body.
I think you guys owe me like hazard pay or something.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty.
How bad was his asshole?
Workers' comp.
You weren't there
I called
either,
it the Eye of Sauron. I mean,
No.
We both missed
I
that?
was doing Leno, I think. Remember, I was doing Leno.
He's very important, remember?
No, it was a last-minute booking, and I had to leave Thursday, and that was a Friday show.
I wasn't canceling that one. I didn't care if no one showed up.
You're a smart man.
I wanted to watch.
Yeah, very
there
smart
were some
man.
hot girls, and
Well, we
you
ended
were
up
great.
with me and oh my god, it's Jessie Lee covered in
Yes.
in whipped cream.
Covered in whipped cream, like duking it out on the couch, spanking each other.
Yes.
It was great.
So, Jade, I'm happy you came because, you know, it's like last time Jade was in, I knew her name. I know your name, Jade Vixen. I know who you are. And I'm thinking now you're mixing her up with Taylor Vixen, who Anthony
I went out on a date with her.
Really?
Yeah, she's beautiful.
When was this?
Jade is all
a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
She was in New York, so and she did our show, and I just kind of said, "You want to go out to dinner?" So we went out to dinner. It was a great time. Had fun. She was very nice, very sweet.
And you got
She
nothing.
is. She's a great girl.
Texas girl. Yeah, if I got something, I would have said, I wouldn't have said she's very nice and sweet. I would have went, wow, what a great piece of ass.
They went and ate a lot of meat together. This is a weird date.
She got a great set of tits on her. That girl.
Yeah, she is lovely.
God damn. I'm just saying, it's different.
I understand. I've got breast and root with that one. I just want to take him.
You like breasts?
Oh, I love breasts.
Me too.
I do. Like I've got
We'd
a
be
lot
a
of
good
ass,
couple.
you know.
I love Ryan's ass. Like Ryan's ass.
See, she's got the tits. I've got the ass. So it works out
It's like I just wanna
together
grab
with a
her ass
perfect
all
woman.
day.
Do you have a nice ass? I didn't even notice it when you walked
you
in.
have to check out her ass. It is
Okay.
epic.
Yeah, it really is.
All right.
Actually, if you're on my Twitter right now, Ryan Keeley on Twitter, it's like I'm doing like an ass a day.
Look at that,
Christ.
Jimmy, right? Wow. Right? Look,
Yeah.
smooth as silk.
That is
Nice. I like that black little number
it
she's
just
wearing
disappears into the hiney. It really is.
That's
applause worthy.
her underwear is the only thing black I want to see not crack anyway.
How does it all come back?
Why?
It's not like
Why? We're all having fun. Why?
Well,
Why?
Would that be a turn off if you
Fun
like
for me.
We're getting naked in bed and your ass came out and I just went
I respond to applause. Actually, that would be a turn on for me. I'm like, really? People are applauding me?
Yes.
Would you get down and worship it, Jimmy?
Ooh.
I would, yeah, I'm a big ass fan.
I know this. That's why I'm asking
Yeah.
you.
Do you know, I didn't realize you had been a Dom. Like, I know who you are. I wanted to session with you.
Uh-huh.
You were at the Nutcracker?
Very long time ago.
Okay, that's how many years ago was that? That's
Like 99?
was that many years ago? I was
Clever
looking-
name. The
Is that
Nutcracker,
many
I
years
get
ago?
it.
And
You
because
just don't know what you're going to get there.
yo, you do, yeah. That's ball kicking.
Exactly.
Yeah, a trip to the hospital.
If you're lucky.
But I had wanted to do golden shower. I didn't even know if you did it, but I had wanted to see
Well, I
you.
told you I was a pee fetishist.
But I mean, back then, that should have clicked that you are that Jade Vixen. I looked at your photos. I don't know if it was on Eros or what site it was on.
You two were talking like you went to the same high school. But remember, I wanted you to piss on me. Right? Yeah, I told you I pissed on people. We have the same homerooms.
I just didn't make the connection. Like, this is the Jade that I had wanted. I don't know why I didn't. I think I even called a couple of times. I probably hadn't gone to a dungeon at that point. That was fucking 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Wow, so I was like 30. I was a young 30. Looking to
Jimmy.
explore.
Looking for a dungeon.
A salty, warm beverage, and I have since.
I've heard.
Many times.
There it goes, I heard.
Many.
It got back to me.
Much to my, it's
Everyone
pretty
knows.
hilarious.
Yeah, I'm a dirty boy.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that you were the same Jade Vixen that had the fucking frightening experience.
Yes, it was very highly unpleasant.
And, I guess I would like to ask you about it because I didn't last time, but it was simply because I thought I mixed the name up with Anthony's
Taylor
friend.
Vixen.
But it's a fascinating story, and you're here, which is great. You were a Dom. Are you still a Dom or no?
No, actually, I quit doming like quite a while ago.
Oh, you did?
And it's just one of those things where news media likes to take a spin on you, and they will just dig up photos that are no longer even linked to you. They're no longer active, and you're just like, where the hell did they even get these from?
Right.
Or they'll go through event photos and then like misconstrue them. It's
Sure.
like, you're at this event, therefore that must be your slave. And I'm like, actually, that's just an event I was doing for fun. I was dressed up, you know?
Right.
Like,
So you were a Dom at one point, and then were you doing fetish modeling for a while?
I was doing fetish
Okay.
modeling, but like I do mostly fetish fashion. I don't really do video. I do like solo girl softcore. I dress up in my latex outfits like we talked about last time.
So any photo screen cap from that is going to be like, and she's still a dominatrix.
All
And
right.
they can make it
That's
look
pretty
like
much what they did.
whatever they want.
Aren't they wonderful?
Once it's on the internet, it's there forever, girls.
Oh yes.
Remember that when you're sexting. Be careful.
We're much much too old to be sexting.
Be careful.
We're too old to be sexting. We're not 13-year-olds.
Oh, well. Should see the ones I get. That's great. Love it.
So you were...
Even the texts smell like bubblegum and homework.
Dear Uncle Anthony. They spell his name wrong.
Anthony. I just have to put, how cute.
And what was it, I guess 2 years ago?
Yes.
You were... Walk us through what happened. Who was this person and what... I don't even know how to start.
He was like, I didn't have my own pay site up back then. My site is live now, jadevixen.com, but I was like gathering content for it. And this was like somebody that found me on MySpace, became like a really obsessive fan, and wouldn't leave me alone. You know, to the point where, like, when I started ignoring him, he started like posting, like he made like a fake like MySpace video channel with my real name on it. And posted my address and my cell number. Like, he was getting really aggressive with stalking me, and it was one of those...
Had he met you at parties? Because they have fetish parties where nothing really happens.
No, I think it's more like a meet and greet and get all dolled up, you know?
Right, yeah.
I don't go to play parties, quote unquote, because that's kind of like, that's not my scene, you know?
Right.
But, I mean, I was at Fetish Con, and like, he like flew me down there, which was really nice. And like, he was like, "Can you just walk around this party with me on a leash?" I'm like, "Sure," you know. But I'm like, I was there to network. I'm like, "Sure, I'll wander around with you." Those are the pictures that the press grabbed and slammed everywhere.
Was he a kind of was he like a casual slave, not a lifestyle slave, but a casual?
Definitely not a lifestyle slave. I mean, it was one of those people where I'm like, "Hey, go to Whole Foods. Here's my grocery list. Drop it off. Thanks. See ya." You know.
Right.
Or like, take me shopping for shoes. You know, it was that kind of.
Absolutely, yeah, kind of like a financial slave. Yeah,
Yeah.
doing what you sure. That's a relationship that a lot of guys like. They like. It's not just about fucking. Sometimes you never fuck your dom. It's just a weird relationship of servicing them and doing these weird things for them that aren't even sexual sometimes.
Yeah, but then when I just said, hey, like, you're getting in over your head, you're getting too obsessive, your behavior is kind of screwy, you know, and I have a boyfriend, and I'm kind of quitting the business, you know, of even entertaining men like you, like I don't want to field phone calls or text messages from you guys. Like, I just want peace and quiet in my life.
Right.
He could not take it.
He couldn't take the fact that you were kind of moving on from that part of your life and leaving that part of the business.
I was just like, look, I want to concentrate on having my own member site and doing photography and modeling and what I love. I do not need to babysit adult men that need attention.
Sure.
You know?
What was his thing? What was his main thing? Was he a pain guy, or what did he like?
He wasn't a pain guy. He was more into like the outfits and the look.
Okay.
On you?
Yeah, on me, but he also was a member of God knows how many pay sites. Half his emails to me were like, "And have you seen this model and her site?" You know, so it was more just like he wanted to interact with someone that like was a fetish model more than anything else.
Now, did he want to sleep with you, or did he know that it was an impossibility?
Oh, that was impossibility, and he knew that. That wasn't really his MO, because I'd hear about the girls he would date left and right.
Right.
So
did he fall in love with you, do you think?
I think it was more of an obsession, something very twisted, because he was very mentally unstable.
Sure.
I mean, I guess apparently he had a mental health history, which is why I found out after the fact. He had been like institutionalized, like involuntarily committed multiple times.
Wow.
And so he was getting more and more aggressive with you. He put your actual name on the internet with information that could lead to who you really are.
He got off his meds, I think, is probably what it is.
Right.
That's what it sounded like to me. I mean,
so what started happening when you realized this was getting to be a very, very dangerous issue?
I actually retained an attorney and was about to file a personal criminal complaint, and he beat me to it by 12 hours by abducting me.
Jesus.
Like the next morning, I was supposed to go down and file my personal, because I didn't want to call the cops and then try to get a restraining order that way, because that usually will set off someone who's a time bomb. You know,
sometimes.
You're better off filing a personal criminal complaint with the district attorney and having them make the phone calls. You know, it's a lot more quieter. The person's not arrested. You know.
So how did he abduct you? What was going? Was he a big guy? I don't remember.
He was huge. He was like a steroid junkie. I swear to God.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, like imagine like 6'2" and jacked up on steroids.
Wow. And what happened?
Off his psych meds. Not pretty.
Where were you?
Jesus, that is a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, because physically, it's a very. I mean, obviously, I don't just say why. It's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
So where were you, and what was the situation?
Actually, my boyfriend really thought I wasn't safe as a guy. Had been making all these weird threats to me, and then I changed my cell number that weekend, so I couldn't see what lunacy he was sending me because my cell phone was turned off and no one had the new number. And
did he know the cell was turned off?
No, I guess he was sending me like 200 texts a day, calling me nonstop, and my phone company wouldn't block it. So they were like, "We'll give you a new number." I'm like,
AT&T
do it right
you
now.
had.
No.
Really? They wouldn't block it?
No, actually, most phone companies won't block annoying numbers.
Okay.
They tell you to get a new number. I'm like, well, that's highly inconvenient.
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
So he was sending you all these texts, and your boyfriend. How long had you been dating the guy you were dating?
We had known each other for quite a while. We had been dating for about 4 months at that point.
Okay, so you were kind of friends that turned into more?
Yeah.
And so this guy is sending you all this bizarre stuff, and you're feeling threatened, and your boyfriend's feeling like this is...
And my boyfriend was an attorney, and he was like, you need to do something about this. He goes, here, call your lawyer, go file some paperwork, and, I think, it'll blow over. He was like, don't pour oil. He was like, don't set off someone who's already this crazy. Just kind of deal with it,
Did this guy know your real address?
I think he followed me and got my real address.
Okay.
He was following me. He staked out my apartment. He knew when I was coming and going. I didn't know any of this.
Jesus.
Stop talking to someone for 6 weeks and this is what happens?
Yeah. So it was legitimately a stalking situation. Now, what happened? How were you abducted and where were you?
So usually, my boyfriend, he lived in New York and I was living in Philly at the time, and he would always go to work Monday morning. So Sunday night, I was usually by myself. And for some reason, he was like, no, I don't feel safe with this guy lurking around. I'll just come down with you and I'll take the 5 a.m. Amtrak back up to New York. I'll be at my office on time. I'm like, okay, great. We just bought the Amtrak ticket. So we drove down from New York to Philly, and I stopped at a diner down the street from my house. It was open late. I was like, yeah, why don't we grab a quick burger or a nibble and then, go home, and go to bed early because of this. And then I was living in this really crazy loft building, so I drove in through the parking garage, which had a big industrial gate with an opener, and it opened. I drove in, parked my car. I was about to grab my bag out of the back of the car, and I hear someone yelling. I'm like, what the fuck? And there's this wacko holding a gun. I'm like, you have to be kidding.
Had he walked in as the garage door opened?
He must have run in.
Before it closed?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're alone or you're with your boyfriend?
I'm with my boyfriend.
And he comes in with a gun, and what is he saying?
It's I think he tried to drag me off. He's like, get over here. I'm like, hell no, you're holding a fucking gun. Are you insane?
And your boyfriend's in the passenger seat or driving?
Yeah, the passenger seat.
Okay.
But me and him had both gotten out of the car, and I was pulling bags out of my trunk. So I totally had my back to him when the guy came running in.
Okay. And what did your boyfriend do? What was his reaction?
He was like, hey, I think he was like, hey, stop, chill out. Why don't we talk about this? This is ridiculous. And the guy was just like, there's just no reasoning with a madman. There's nothing else you could say.
So what did he do?
He shot my boyfriend, and then he grabbed me. He dragged me out.
So he shot your boyfriend one time?
Yeah, once.
And he killed him?
Yeah.
Jesus. And
I was trying to hit. I was trying to dial 911 off my cell phone, but because the garage was underground, it didn't go off. And he grabbed my phone and threw it. And he grabbed my phone. And I tried dropping my keys, just anything, so someone would think something was wrong if they saw the keys and all that stuff floating around,
Mm-hmm. Right, they wouldn't just see your car parked, closed up properly.
Yeah.
So he's just shot and killed your boyfriend, and do you know your boyfriend's dead at this point, or you don't know that you just...
I didn't know. I really wasn't sure. I really couldn't see. It was just it was like a flash,
Wow. And then you go with him because what happens? He grabs you?
No, he had the gun to my head. He dragged me out of there.
And what was he saying to you?
He was like, this is for ignoring me. He's like, I told you I was going to come for you. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, you delusional bastard,
Did you say that, or were you trying to calm him down? Or were you angry more, scared? What was your...
I just started screaming on top of my lungs.
Yeah.
And he put you in a car?
Yeah, he had rented a car. So I didn't see his car in my lot or anything like that. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so it was obviously something he knew that if he saw his car...
totally premeditated.
Sure.
Completely premeditated.
So what happened when he brought you in? Because to me, the amazing part of the story was that you're still here after such a crazy fucking person attacks you. What happens once you got in the car?
He drove around for a couple of hours with me. He sexually assaulted me. Thank you, New York Post. You're not supposed to publish names of victims of sexual assault.
Did he... Was it a rape, or was it just inappropriate?
No, he was groping me, and I was and I think I bit him at one point. I was like, I'm gonna fucking die before you touch me.
Right. So he was doing something that probably a big part of it had been he had been in this relationship with you that he thought that you didn't think, and he wanted much more than you were going to give, and he just couldn't, and he had to just grab you.
No, actually, I just stopped talking to him. I told him, go away, get lost. I have other things going on in my life, and he couldn't accept that.
So you were fighting him. Did he park to try to assault you and then drive off? Or was he driving?
I think he tried parking, but then he was being paranoid, and it was just...
What were you saying to him at this time?
I'm just like, can you just either just blow my brains out or let me go? I'm fucking sick of this.
Yeah, right?
Well, really?
He drove me around for I don't know, 5-6 hours.
Wow.
Was
don't even have a clue what
his
what
moods
he's
were
gonna
going
do.
like this. Like, seriously, like a minute later, his moods were changed. And then he started calling all of his friends, started leaving, like, suicide, started calling up his whole family, telling them, like, sorry, this is the end, goodbye. And I'm just like, oh my God.
What was he say? Like, what kind of, would he have an anger mood where he'd yell at you?
Oh, yeah. Happy, it's like good cop, bad cop, good cop, bad cop. Like 45 seconds later, his mood would shift. Like,
Were there any times where you
his
thought...
friends were trying to get him to turn himself in, and that didn't work.
Oh, he actually got people on the phone.
Oh, yeah. At like 2 in the morning on a Sunday day.
Were there times where you thought, I could probably jump out right about now?
No.
Or, no?
No.
There was no way.
No, there's no way I could grab the gun away from him. There's nothing I could really do. You're kind of like, fuck.
Were you talking to him like... Because, again, being a Dom, you have a certain insight into people's psychology. It's like, you guys really have
Yeah,
a...
but when someone's rapidly shifting, having these crazy mood swings, there's nothing you can predict.
Right. So what did you do to kind of combat each mood? Like, if he was... How were you... Because if you were just like, fuck you, when he's angry, it's just going to escalate angrily at each other, and then you're probably going to get...
Well, no, the funny thing is, like, when you just say fuck off to someone who's saying things to you that are inflammatory, sometimes it just stops them. They're like, what? You know? But I refuse to, like, I'm not begging for my life. You can go fuck yourself.
Oh, you didn't have to?
No, I'm like, I refuse to. I'm like, you know what? You go fucking do it. I will not beg for anything that is mine, so fuck off, you know?
And what finally happened? You were riding around for hours. He had been leaving messages for people, talking to people.
Yeah, talking crazy to people.
So the cops knew, obviously. Somebody called the police.
Cops didn't know because his friends just thought he was on a fucking drug or drinking bender.
Oh, man, they didn't call the cops?
No.
Was he drugged out when he came for you? Was he on coke?
Probably.
Oh, you don't know? Okay.
I have no idea. I mean, roid rage is pretty damn powerful. I mean...
Ooh,
so the upshot of it was he's driving you around, and what finally happened? Like, because
I don't know. I guess like I was like, I mean, I have anxiety disorder, so like I was like, dude, I was having a panic attack from the first second he showed up. I'm like, dude, I can't take him. I'm gonna piss myself. I started really bitching about it. I was like, I can't take this. I can't take this. He's like, just a little bit more. I'm like, a little bit more of what, you know?
He was saying just a little bit more, and then
well, he was like, well, I don't know if I should kill you and me, you know, Romeo and Juliet style. I'm like, that's not Romeo and Juliet style. You're not very well read.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than a guy misinterpreting a famous novel. At a time like that.
Painful. It was painfully funny. I was like, oh my God. Like, nowadays, years later, I can see the humor in it.
Sure.
You know? The gallows humor, I guess.
Yeah. And how did you finally get out of the car?
For some reason, I was trying to convince him to drop me off at a hospital because I was like, look, I'm really gonna freak out or faint or pass out because my heart rate's sky high. Like, I can't take this anymore. He was like, oh, you know what? I'll drop you off at my parents' house. They'll take care of you.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. And is that what he did?
Yes, that's what he did. And I went running through the woods. Like, he dropped me off on a side road and he drove off, but I had the description of the car already. I ran into his parents' house and, like, I'm ringing the doorbell and I'm like, calling 911 off my cell phone.
Oh, you still had your phone?
Yeah. I'm calling 911 on my cell phone. I'm like, hi, you should go to this address. My boyfriend was shot. And then I started calling hospitals and fire departments to see if anyone had any ambulances that showed up there. And his parents were just like in disbelief. I mean, they knew their son was mentally ill, but you know, they thought it was under control. And they're like, what the hell is going on here?
So you eventually now what happened to him?
He blew his brains out after a standoff with cops. Was like, I called the cops and gave them the description of the car and where he was driving, and they found him probably not even an hour later.
Oh, okay, because he was probably driving erratically or whatever.
Yeah.
They knew what to look for. There's not many guys driving around crazily like that on a Sunday night.
4 a.m. on a Sunday night. Yeah.
So when he shot himself, were you? Hey, look.
They were trying to get me to talk him down.
On the phone?
Yes. His local police precinct thought it would be good if I talked to Looney Tune. I'm like, no, I've been sitting in the car with him for 6 hours. And then I think when I realized that no ambulance had picked up my boyfriend, I was like, you know, my boyfriend's fucking dead. This fucker deserves to die. I'm not helping you out.
Good
for you.
And I told the police precinct, and I was like, and I think his parents called there. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. Your son deserves to die. Whether he gets shot by a cop or he kills himself, he deserves to die. I'm not helping. I'm like, you know what? As much as I want to see him rot in prison, that's not really pleasure to me. I'm sorry. You deserve to die. There's some things that are just you don't deserve to live for, and that's one of them.
So you refused to talk him down?
No. Why
Good.
should I?
Good.
Wow,
yeah.
It's great to hear. I mean, that's exactly how you should
'cause
react
a lot
to a
of
fucking
people
animal
would
like
be
that.
there. Oh yeah, okay, I'll talk and I'll.
And the whole time he was sending me text messages on my BlackBerry.
Well, wait, after he left,
After when he was in a standoff with cops, he'd sit there texting me on the BlackBerry.
were you answering him?
No, because I think even though I changed the phone number, the BlackBerry Messenger function was still working.
Oh.
He was sending me messages on BlackBerry Messenger. I fucking
Just text back, kill yourself, kill yourself,
No,
kill yourself.
I'm not that much of an asshole, but I refuse to
Yeah.
help the cops.
What were they saying? The text messages.
like you turned me in. I'm like, what the fuck was I supposed to do? Obviously, this is someone who's like shoe size and his IQ are about the same.
What a piece of shit I am. Wow.
He felt betrayed because you turned him in?
Yeah.
Wow.
What a
That guy was definitely a psychopath.
Wow. I kind of, last time I was like, how do we not talk about that? Because, look, it's a terrible thing, but it's an event. You know what I mean? It happened.
It is an event. It's a life-shattering,
How do you not talk
life-changing
about that?
event.
And after you had left, I was so mad because, like, when I heard that happen, I read about it in the papers and all that stuff, like, I remembered, I'm like, oh my God, that's the person that you had wanted to see. It was like a weird...
It was like this weird kind of not quite meetings.
Yeah, and you're just, you're very bubbly.
I do want to include Ryan in this. How does your ass react to this story?
I would like to know. Yes.
It is gorgeous.
Halfway through that story,
My sphincter is clenching in fear. Like, oh my...
But halfway through that story, she needed a hug bad. I could say that. You should have hugged her.
Did you know the story, Ryan, or had you heard it told like that, or?
I hadn't heard it directly from Jade, and actually I had heard some things, but when something really terrible happens to someone, I'd rather wait to hear it from the source.
Oh, thank you, lady.
Well, that's scary because, I mean...
It's very scary, and it's such a thing for, all models that really need to be aware of.
Watch out for your fans. Like, your biggest fan could be your worst enemy.
Yeah, tell us
overnight.
about it.
Well, I'm sure you guys deal with that all day long.
We get internet idiots. Yeah, I love your show. You're great. I hate you. I wish you were dead. They're just awful people. All of you suck. Just leave us alone.
Then why are you listening? Don't look at me.
Yeah, don't listen or look. Go away, everybody. Is there anything you do different now that you've learned to just
actually,
affect it in a certain way?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I really don't interact with people.
Good. They're not worth it.
It may be so misanthropic.
Good.
What does that mean? I've heard that word.
I'm a total misanthrope. I mean, humanity, to me, is kind of lost. It's like we're a nation of people that love reality TV. I mean,
we're doomed.
We're doomed.
We're just doomed.
We are a country of asses, aren't we?
Yep.
So it's kind of made you withdrawn.
I'm here right now.
That's true. That's a dumb question. You know what? You're right. You're very open.
on a radio show, dummy. You're pretty withdrawn to yourself. Don't really talk to many people. Yeah, she's got a microphone in front of her face.
I think I tend to watch my personal relationships and friends, quote unquote. I really don't trust.
Yeah.
Wow. You become less trusting. This is what I just did, by the way. She said something, and then I repeated what she said in question form to sound like I knew something. What an asshole I am. She could say, I'm all wet from the rain. So it's rainy. So people would go, wow, he's perceptive. He said what she said, but with a lilt in his voice.
All after that brilliant interview of yours. Well, that was amazing, Jimmy. You broke it down, my friend.
But I wanted,
you should be the new Larry King.
Oh, God. I couldn't do worse. Larry King would have fucked that up.
What do you do with the groceries?
Yeah.
Did you have
King
groceries?
doesn't have the understanding of kink that you do, so...
Yeah, I mean, I've been to some fetish parties. I'm not a big fetish guy, like, as far as... I'm not as they say, a pen slut or any of that stuff. I'm not a cross-dresser. But I've done most of those.
I'm just imagining you cross-dressed and it's...
It would be,
wow. I see like a little blonde wig with like bangs.
Like a pink frilly tutu.
Yeah.
They're actually figuring out what he would look best in.
If I was
in a baby bottle filled with urine.
If I was in great shape, I would fucking... No, I don't care. If I was in great shape, I put on panties one time years ago for a girl that I was sleeping with who she used to pee her panties for me.
Yeah. So did you put them on first?
No, I'm not into panties. I would do it, but she would pee her panties, and I would kind of lick her through her panties, and it was like
that's hot.
Yeah,
that is hot.
It was my entrance into getting a girlfriend to do that stuff. But then one time she's like, put them on. So she had peed in them, and then I put them on after. And it was fucking hot, man. I'm not into I don't think I've worn them since.
Keith Moon was into that.
Was he really?
Yeah, Keith Moon. There's all these stories.
Really?
Who the girl, Pamela DeBarro, wrote, I'm with the band. She has this whole chapter on, like, effing Keith Moon. And it's all, like, he's, like, wearing her panties and her high heels and, like, banging her all night long in Frank Zappa's backyard because she doesn't against him.
Wow, and Frank was in the bedroom itching his colon. I know, I had to. I didn't have a chance to do a Zappa cancer joke. Yeah, it's amazing what people, believe me, if I ever get to that level of fame, there's so many people who will come out, he likes that, which I don't care. I mean, I've said it all.
You've been pretty honest.
Pretty much.
So it's not much left out.
I go with your full disclosure. It's kind of like, you know what, you let it all hang out, and what are they going to say? Well, Jimmy likes to drink piss. Well, that's, hi, this is one of the cornerstones of his comedy
check the
career.
radio show. He's said it many times.
Not only did Jimmy like to drink it, but he would this is the noise I would make when I used to see this one dom all the time. And she would piss in my mouth, and I would lay on my back, and she would piss in my mouth. And like, when my mouth was full, because I don't want to, when you close your mouth to swallow, you lose a lot, I would go, okay. Okay. Like I would say, okay, and then she would stop, and I would swallow and open up again.
Oh, because you didn't want to waste it.
Yeah. Okay. That's the noise.
Through the liquid, it would be like,
Oh, do it, do it.
Okay, let's hear. He's got some water in his mouth. Unfortunately, it's just water.
I wouldn't say okay. I would say and she would know that meant my mouth was full.
I would shit. I would shit in your face.
Well, but you can't say you'd be here first.
They're loving you. They love Jimmy.
Did you ever do any doming, Ryan, or is it no, just strictly?
I have done some sub scenes, which actually makes me cranky because I am not submissive at all in any way, shape, or form. In my personal life, and also when I feature dance, I do an entire dom number where I spend.
I saw you tweeting about that.
Yeah, I spend like the first, it's a 5-song set. I spend the first 3 songs like literally bringing people up on stage and beating the holy living crap out of them.
Oh, really?
And it's like it's it's how I always end the show because I'm like beat the crap out of people, and then I do like I like sensation play, but I'm not submissive.
What is sensation play? What's that?
Well, for this example.
Oh, just kind of scratch. It's like light tickling.
Or like even like ice or hot or like fur.
But I do it with hot wax actually. So I invite the audience, everyone who I've beaten the crap out to have a little retribution and pour hot wax all over my naked body.
Oh, that's kind of hot. There's something called...
What are we waiting for? Where's the candles?
Yeah, exactly. We're really unprepared, aren't we?
Really?
Can we just throw matches on you? Guys that don't get it? Can we set newspaper on fire and hand it to you?
All those things would smell bad, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
The matches would just smell really bad.
Yeah.
So it's
burning hair is,
Oh, yeah, it's terrible.
No.
There's something called sounds. This is how, like, literally, like, you think, sounds, I thought, was guys who get into having weird noises by their head.
No.
Like I swear to God, where something like they'll tie you up and go in your ear, and you're like, oh.
But it's so much different. It's completely different.
It's much worse.
What is it?
Well, do you want the medical history of sounds?
I would like it, yeah.
I'll give you the medical history of sounds. Prior to modern antibiotics and modern medicine, when someone got an STD, STDs usually cause scarring when not treated, and in a man, you'd have a damn hard time pissing because all the scar tissue would form in your urethra. And same thing for a woman. So sounds are these metal rods.
Oh,
they're about this long, about
how
a foot long.
A foot long, yeah.
And they come in different sizes based on the diameter of them.
All right, I'm grabbing myself
a doctor
now.
would insert them, starting at the smallest one, all the way into your urethra, and going and just upgauging in size until they opened you up enough so you can piss again.
So they're basically stretching your cock hole, your entire urethra with metal. Mm-hmm. Now, would they do this all in the same moment? Like they would just keep putting them in?
If you couldn't piss, no, they put one in and then they go the next size up. If the size changes are gradual.
In how long a period of time?
It depends on how much your body relaxes, but usually with the sounds, it's like you can get one in.
Oh, you mean it's in the same session?
Oh, yes.
How big of a sounds have you ever put in? Because I've seen photos of people that have sounds in them, literally close to a dime.
Yeah, that's really large.
Whoa.
I mean, most people would use like a 14 French sound, which is like much, much smaller. It's like maybe half the diameter of a pencil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they just put in the cock hole?
Yeah, it drops in with weight of gravity. You support it.
This is making me lightheaded.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm all woozy and nauseous.
By the way, can anybody, we have 2 really gorgeous fucking penthouse girls here. Nobody can remove the sexy like I can.
Yeah. You have done a great job of taking every bit of sexy.
I apologize to Ryan and Jade and you. I am a fucking a sexy vibe fucking vacuum. I just ruin it. I just opened the plane door and all the sexy got sucked out. There's just a room full of people screaming with wind in our face.
And all the men are squeezing their legs together.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. I was literally grabbing my cock, just squeezing.
Hey,
just when you walked in.
Just hope you never get in an accident where you need a catheter, because that's pretty much the same thing.
And
that's much thicker, and that stays in.
At least a catheter is put in by like an MD or a nurse, but sounds
Well, sounds used to be put in by doctors before modern
dominatrix.
Yeah, but now it's just somebody in heels who wants to beat the shit out of you for an hour.
Yeah, it's kind of not very sterile.
Dominatrixes are very well trained.
Yeah.
And are very sterile.
Yes. I mean, all you do is autoclave everything, It's
The autoclave is like, that's when you heat clean things? Or, isn't that how they do?
It's heat and pressure.
That's like how they clean medical equipment?
Yes, that's how they clean medical equipment.
Is that what they do in dungeons? They autoclave?
Well, clean ones do.
Yeah.
How do they clean? I've never been fucked with a strap-on. I've been close, but I can't take it.
I sterilize mine. I use... You
have a strap-on?
If you watch that movie that I was just in, they put me with a straight girl, and I was so cranky about it that I pounded the shit out of that strap-on. Like, you are going to take it for being straight and giving terrible head. Because, I'm really good. So, obviously I'm about to do this, better sex seminar, pornstarsexlife.com. And so, I'm very sexual. I love giving people, and particularly women, sexual pleasure. So, of course, I go down on her first, and I'm, making her come all over my face, and it's totally amazing. And then it comes time to switch, and she was a straight girl who was, fence licking. And, when you fence lick, you're not getting in there and just, really eating that pussy.
This, gesture?
You're, sticking your tongue out and going, ugh. Imagine painting a fence with the tip of your tongue. And that's, the worst head technique of all time. And that's what this girl was doing to me. And I'm like, I would like to have an orgasm right now. That would be awesome. I've been waiting around all day to have an orgasm.
Hell, I have your juices all over my face.
Right? I'm like, I made you come, twice on my face. And so that wasn't happening, so I busted out my strap-on, which is silicone, which you can sterilize in a lot of ways. I prefer to boil mine in between scenes. And I pounded the whole thing out of her.
Did she come?
Yeah.
You can't clean it in a dishwasher?
Some people
you can, yeah. I don't have a dishwasher. It's New York.
It just seems like a really lousy fucking way to clean your rubber dick. You know what I mean? You pull it out with your wine glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's spots all over it. Looks like Michael Jackson's cock.
Oh, I got to put it in for another one.
I need
another
Cascade.
Round. Right. Fuck, man, what a fucking story.
Unbelievable.
So, what is this movie you have?
Can we watch some clips of that?
We don't have a DVD player in here.
Yeah, we're
fail.
And we're getting ready for vacation.
Total
You're
fail.
making us work here.
It's called Variations. Penthouse Variations presents Tales of Twisted Sex, and Ryan is in this. You're in this with a girl.
She's a blonde cheerleader, which has always been a fantasy of mine. Ooh. And like most blonde cheerleaders, tragically straight.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Huh?
But I had a good time because, for me, I get the most sexual gratification about giving pleasure to my partner. That's what I'm really into. And then when she wasn't reciprocating, I'm like, I'm gonna use my strap-on skills.
So you basically punished her.
Yes, I punished her with my big black cock.
Was it black?
It was actually. Yeah, she wouldn't take my big toy is flesh colored, but she was being like a piss. She got punished because she wouldn't take the big toy or give me an orgasm.
How big was the big toy?
I'd say about 8 inches. Yeah.
Are you a size queen?
No, not at all.
I like when girls are.
What?
Yeah, it just turns me on, the idea that they are. It's so dirty.
That they like the big cock.
Really, you like
most guys
biggins,
with big cocks don't know what they're doing with it. I mean,
they think they're God's gift to women because they have a large penis, but then don't bother ever learning how to use it.
Yeah, I'm talking about that in my seminar, and it's some people do have advantages like charm and size, but that kind of wears off after a few sack sessions. You're like, okay, so your cock is big, but you really don't know how to use it.
That's when you're driving home and somebody's got a fucking Porsche or Ferrari and they're doing 60 in the left lane.
Yeah.
It's like, move that thing.
Right? You're like, that is a waste of something that could be awesome.
Learn how to drive your cock.
See, that's the beauty of me. I don't have a huge cock, and I don't know how to use it. I'm over 2.
You come to my seminar.
Dr. Steve's checking in again.
Okay.
Yep, we still do urethral sounding.
Yes, we still
Dr.
do.
Steve actually does that procedure.
Sure, he does. He's our doc.
He's our
show doctor, and he
more than he's
an MD for real.
He's the real deal.
Okay.
And he's a creep. And he's almost blind, and he takes fucking kerosene, and he passes it off as wine to his friends. Yeah, he does. He puts food dye in kerosene.
He makes really shitty wine.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
I think it's a great Christmas gift.
So what is your seminar, Ryan? What are you going to be doing? I will give a nice plug. It's you can go to pornstarsexlife.com, and it's
July 10th.
July 10th, which is a week from this Saturday at the Velour Lounge, which is here in Manhattan. It's 297 10th, which is right off 27th Street. It's an all-day sex seminar on a Saturday.
Yes, it's about 8 hours, actually.
They call you the Tony Robbins of sex. What exactly is that?
Well, the thing is that the way that I start any sex seminar is that it's I'll read you my mission statement. Well, actually, I won't. But it's an educational, inspirational seminar for people who want to connect with their inner porn star and develop the confidence and skills they need to satisfy their sexual partners, the confidence to seek out new partners and experience new behaviors like multiple partners, group sex, and fantasy play. And the way that we do that is we start the day off with like self-sexual actualization and problem solving. Because what keeps most...
What is that? Say that again.
Self-sexual actualization and problem solving. Because most people, what prevents them from being a good lover is, confidence and intention. And so they have all of these, bullshit, that little voice in the back of their head that says, oh, I suck in bed. Oh, I haven't had enough experience. Oh, I can never be good at this.
Not a little voice in the back of the head. It's my partner.
As you're saying that, I'm trying to put together a joke, and you just say it.
Yeah. Well, what we do
and she's saying it over through a vuvuzela horn.
But we start, first off, we start the day, and I talk to people about, have people, write down all of these things that, what are they telling themselves that why they aren't good in bed? And then we work through them. And then from there, so we talk a lot about, appreciating your inner person and learning to love your inner sexuality and learning to let your inner sexual beast out. And then from there, what we do is that we're actually going to have a really great, we're going to have a guest speaker come in and talk about getting out of the friend zone, because what I'm all about is ROI. When you meet someone and you have sex with them for the first time, you want to make sure that you do such a good job that they keep coming back for more. And so you want to make sure that, with the people you have in like hot girls that are you're in the friend zone with, you want to get out of that because you've spent a lot of time and energy on that relationship and you need to get, return in orgasm form.
See, I think you'll be good at that because a lot of people who, a lot of times when porn stars do, seminars like that or whatever, they're not comfortable talking and they just kind of get to stand up there and be hot. But you sound like you really know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, I've actually spent a lot of time writing this out. I've literally spent the past weeks locked in my apartment writing out this whole script we're full on doing 7 hours
in between banging blonde cheerleaders with black strap-on dildos. I like to really
I call that
get
research.
into my
1 minute she's
Gotta
like
take
fucking
study breaks.
I have actually had to be very sexual in the last few weeks because I've had to work out what are the better sexual positions for ultimate orgasm potentials that work for a variety of penis sizes and shapes across the board. What are the most what are the sexual techniques that are going to work 90% of the time on 90% of the population? Because, I could spend, 3 days teaching the Kama Sutra, or I can spend, 1 day teaching you a variety of techniques that covers a broad spectrum of partners that will work 90% of the time with 90% of the partners. Because there's always that 10% out there you just can't satisfy no matter what you do.
I might be in town.
Not
orgasmic, or they have their own issues, or, yeah.
I'd like to volunteer my services. I'm going to come down and do a little segment, and it's going to be called Things to Say When You Can't Get It Up. For any men out there that might have
Will you really down?
Sure.
Do you have one example of that, Jimmy?
Do I have an example?
Just
yeah.
one, please.
All right, say to me, what's wrong?
This doesn't seem to be working right now. Can I do anything?
It's not you. It's the oil spill.
Anything as an excuse.
Anything. How can you want to fuck at a time like this? There's children starving.
See, but
As
most
your limp
men
dick is
cannot
swinging.
deliver it the way Jimmy does.
It's just swinging back and forth.
No
blood in it.
It's not even swinging. I'm on my back, and it's like a baby dick. It's just standing up straight. It's so devoid of blood, it just can't even bend. It's like
It's doing the
ashamed.
turtle head.
It's hiding.
Yeah, it looks cold and devoid of all blood.
Why have you ever seen the turtle head? It's just beyond me. She'd be naked and some guy's got a turtle head
in front of her.
When you're in a relationship for a long time, the first 3 months are awesome because it's always, strong and it's pointing at you with intention. And then, after, 5 months or whatever, you're sitting on the couch and you're like, I'm going to touch your weenus. I'm going to touch your weenus. Or my favorite thing is in the bathtub. I love playing with cock. I admit to it.
Oh.
They're endlessly amusing.
It's a great quote, by the way. I love playing with cock.
Yes.
They're fun when they're
be on your
hard and they're silly when they're soft.
Yeah, put it on your tombstone. That's a great thing.
Why
Love
not?
playing with cock.
I do.
Yeah, you like just toying around with them?
I do.
Yeah, fiddling about?
I love cock. And this has been an amazing, amazing seminar put together because I've gotten to do so much research.
Oh.
And and the thing is, we're actually going to go, best sex positions, and from there we're going to do things to learn and disregard in porn. Because I recently, I've been having sex with this 23-year-old male model. Worst decision of my life. So pretty, so dumb. And keeps on trying to do these things in the bedroom. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, why are you opening up for the camera when there's no camera there? And I realized that a lot of young guys are learning all their sexual techniques from porn. So I want to retrain them.
Oh, so what has he got? His arm behind his back?
Yeah, the whole thing.
He's like, yeah, there's a camera by the door. And meanwhile, there's no fucking camera. Take both of your hands and grab my hips, dummy.
Yeah, I'm like, totally. But the thing is that I was asking a lot of my female friends, I've been doing a lot of research for this and talking to everyone, and they're like, yeah, they keep doing all these like really strange things in the bedroom. And I'm like, they're learning that from porn. And then I'm going to actually have the lovely Jade help me with talking about hair pulling and choking and slapping and spitting and how to, when it is appropriate to introduce that and when it is not.
Like when you're kissing mom, hello for Thanksgiving dinner. Don't spit in her
grab her
mouth.
by the neck and just
punch her in the pussy.
Now, mouth spitting, I think, can be very sexy.
Yes,
as long as both
when
people
it's
are
done
orally
right.
hygienic.
When it's done correctly.
This is my technique.
Not even hygienic, just when it's done at the right time.
Don't huck a loogie.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. Like while I'm on top, she opened her mouth and I'll go like,
no hawking up.
Give her a good nicotine lube.
Yeah, like one of those thick,
viscous.
So hard.
one of those horrible coughs, those chest rattling coughs.
You don't want to brag that you just took some Mucinex.
What's a bad time? What have you had bad times at the mouth spitting or face spitting?
Oh, so many times.
Well, guys see it in porn, so
they see it in porn, and all of a sudden you get like a face full of spit, and you're like, seriously?
No warning.
Like, where did that come?
What the fuck is that?
Come on. Like, sometimes I'll be dirty. I'm like, yeah, spit in my mouth. I'm a dirty girl, just spit in my mouth. So sometimes it's appropriate. It's one of those, like, if someone's asking for it, do it. If they're not asking for it, do not
volunteer.
surprise them. It's like anal. You never want to just, like, shove something up someone's ass.
Well, yeah, that's for sure.
You got a lot of experience with that one?
Nah, it's just one of those things you really do have to ask.
Yeah.
You don't want to just try to slide that in.
You don't want a surprise.
Yeah,
a goodie.
Put it this way. She's not going to not notice. Like, maybe she'll just think.
If I do it, she won't.
But yet again, these guys watch porn. They think they can just pull it out and stick it right in your ass.
Totally. So there's all these silly things, and so we're gonna do. At the end, it's gonna be a Q&A. And it's gonna be me, Jade Vixen, the lovely Justine Jolie. So we'll be there answering like any and all dirty sex questions, and then we'll do cocktails and fun stuff. But the thing is, with the VIP package, they're getting a gift bag that's worth $400 with sex toys, books, and also personal coaching from both me and Josh Rosenberg from UpYourAttraction.com, which is a pickup artist website. So it's like private coaching and all that. And so
Is he use private pickup stuff like Neil Strauss?
Exactly.
Or like the guy called
Mystery.
Mystery.
Fuck that guy. Seriously?
Real social dynamics.
He runs around in a cape. I'm sorry. I'm not going to have sex with that. No.
Ain't a cape, huh?
Yeah, it works though. It really is there's a weird psychology behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, you do radio?
I used to. I had my own show on Playboy
talk to you
Radio.
about that.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah, you should be doing it, man.
I would love to. You need a lady co-host.
They already have one. Tee-hee. I raised my hand.
Well, we know if you had a woman on the show, we would just suck.
Yeah.
We would change our dynamics. We would change everything.
Yeah.
Well, we could maybe help her get on the channel.
Would you be gentlemen?
I don't know. It's just
for the first week, maybe. Then we just turn into "Shut up, bitch."
Yeah.
We just be nasty.
It would depend on
I
what
think that's how my first radio show went. Actually,
that's how my first relationship
it degenerated into talking about wrestling and arguing.
Yeah, that's what just happens.
It would depend on what she looked like. Like if she was a little heavy, everything she said would be followed with piggy noises.
Yeah, she just
would
I
get
pull my tits out, I'd be like, hey, you can't talk to me like that. I got boobs.
Oh, right. I didn't. Oh, did you show your breast? I didn't see. I did see. I lied. They're fantastic. I want to see it again. Whoa, someone's acting is getting better. Swim walk. Those things are lovely.
Yeah, well, pornstarsexlife.com.
Yeah, right
it's July 10th. I'm super excited. And then July 2nd, also, La Palm. Come party with me.
Where's that?
You have it. You just said it.
La Palm.
La Palm for the 2nd. So on
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I didn't know that.
Man, all that talk of piss is clouded your brain.
I know.
It's like I can't just urine in my face.
I like it in the mouth, not necessarily on the face. It feels weird on the face. I actually prefer it orally. And
I got peed on once and it wasn't my thing.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's just too messy.
Yeah, I'm like, I like peeing on other people though.
See, I like peeing on other people. I don't want to be peed on.
Yeah, I love peeing on. Now, do you do it in the bathtub?
What am I, a fucking rookie? No.
No, you do it in the middle of your bed or on your couch.
I do it. What I do is I lay an expensive painting under me, and that guarantees that I don't spill a drop. Or no, I lay on something that's plugged in. I lay on a toaster.
PornStarSexLife.com, July 10th. There's 2 ticket prices. It's going to be awesome, and I will be groping the Jade Vixen. I'll be like,
Well, you both have great personality too, which is really cool. It's like you're not going to hear just some stiff bullshit. It's like
No.
And Justine is fucking great too. I wish she was here too. I really like Justine.
Yeah, she couldn't be here. Otherwise, an orgy would have broken up by now.
Oh,
yeah, she's fucking dirty.
I'm so glad she's not here.
Yeah, that would
ruin the show. Ew, I'd hate to,
It'd be too much pussy in here. You can handle it.
Yes.
Ruin your little boys club.
Yep.
You can try. No girls allowed.
What is your elephant
so
tattoo?
Going home and jerking
just
off.
the fuck.
What's that? Oh, it's a little elephant on the inside by her elbow. It's just a weird place for it.
It is a weird place for a tattoo.
You know, I wanted to get tattoos, but with the modeling, everyone's like, "Oh, do you have tattoos?" And if you look at me front and back, you can't see my tattoos.
I can't see it.
Yeah,
You only have that one, or you have more?
I have the one on my wrist too.
What's it say?
Breathe.
Breathe. Okay.
Yeah.
A reminder.
Yeah.
It's on my lung meridian for 5-element acupuncture. I haven't had an asthma attack since I got it tattooed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, acupuncture's the shit.
How often do you go?
I haven't found a 5-element person here in New York, so only when I'm up in Seattle.
What's a 5-element person?
Well, there's Chinese acupuncture and 5-element acupuncture. 5-element acupuncture is a little bit more accurate because it aligns. You know, you have 5 elements. You know, what is it? Earth, air, wood,
Wind.
metal, and
Cock.
fire.
Just had to throw that in.
Cock.
If you're black, it's 6 elements.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Titties and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
How long since you had an asthma attack?
I got this 3 years ago. So,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I haven't
Do you
had
still
one
carry
since.
a thing though, just in case?
No.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, completely off of the. Cause the thing is, when you have the inhaler, this is really boring.
No, it's not, because I have breathing issues. I fucking at time will have breathing issues.
Yeah, no, it's 5-element acupuncture is literally cured. I had really bad sports-induced asthma, and I have environmental allergies. So the two of those meant that I couldn't breathe for years. And since I've done the acupuncture and gotten the tattoo on my lung meridian, I haven't had an asthma attack. And I go to the gym, I work out, and I didn't used to be able to do hardcore cardio. Now I can do hardcore cardio, and feature dancing is incredibly
that's so
incredibly physically strenuous. I've never had a problem on stage. It's been amazing. Changed my life.
Hardcore cardio sounds hot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's different than
I've
that?
got strong thighs, so I can
thought
ride.
It was something else.
Heart rate monitors.
Stairmaster with a butt plug in or something.
See, I actually do that. I wear a strap on my forehead, and I walk uphill on the fucking treadmill in my gym.
I love those strap-ons. You can strap on the chin. Have you seen those?
The chin dildo,
They
yeah.
just seem silly.
They really
But
look
they feel
silly.
so good. You just because it's you're riding someone's face. You're also riding a cock.
Didn't we have Pete Johnson put one of those
Yeah,
on?
Pete Johnson put one on.
Really?
The chin dildo, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have pictures of this?
He was an old engineer. This guy was the last person you would. Well, maybe not the last person you would
Got on the
expect.
chin dildo.
Yeah.
Just seems.
Do we have a
really
picture of the chin dildo?
Just does look silly, though.
Yes.
Yeah, someone's running for one.
I don't know. This might be a tough find.
You
This
rock
goes
came in.
back.
He thought you said chin beanbag. He has a fat neck. Hopefully, I don't have. We don't have. What time is it?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my God.
It's fucking vacation time. is
Yeah,
what
we
it
have to.
is.
We're on vacation. So let's thank Jade Vixen and Ryan
Absolutely.
Keeley. We're ending the show with you two.
Thank you.
And it's again
Thanks for having us.
Saturday, July 10th on 27th Street here in Manhattan. Tickets, just go to pornstarsexlife.com, and I'm sure it'll be a great
It's going to
presentation.
be awesome. I am so excited, and I'm going to go molest 2 of my favorite models.
Nice.
And this is going to be great.
It's going to be great and educational. And you're going to learn so much. And there's cocktails and Q&A and hot girls and dry humping. And education, too.
And getting rid of all these stereotypes.
Getting rid of so many stereotypes. And literally, by the time you walk out of the seminar, you are going to know how to F. And
You can say it. You can curse here.
Fuck.
You're going to know how to fuck.
Learn how to fuck from one of the best.
Yeah, like I said, lots of research has gone into this, and it's really exciting in multiple techniques and blah blah blah. And I've plugged this to death.
No, it's good.
PornStarSexLife.com,
It's gonna do very well.
JadeVixen.com, RyanKeely.com.
Have fun.
All right.
We'll see you guys. I'll be in Borgata this weekend, and then fucking Montreal Comedy Festival next Tuesday through Sunday. So I guess we'll see you guys in a.
Yeah, we'll see you in about a week.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Bye.